Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Recipe for Disaster. Sorry it took so long for us to come in live, if you will. But we are here. Do appreciate that.
And I'm back.
And we do have Rafa. Yay! And George isn't here.
Because his character died.
And then everyone was merry. Yay.
Okay, so before we get rushing into the events of the evening, let's go ahead and do a quick announcement section. At this point, we have 4 players tonight. Who knows what's going to happen next week, how many people we're going to have. We'll leave that up to view. We are also still trying to put together the list that we're going to call the new game system. So keep that in mind, that we will be looking at that, and maybe after break we'll bring that up and put that to vote in chat. So let us know what you think. I know Dragon Gem and Hairball, you guys know what that list is. Some other viewers that are tuning in might not know what that list is, so we'll go over the list later because I don't have it up in front of me right at the moment.
Keep in mind, too, they're not aware of the newest edition, I don't think.
What?
No, and I have been thinking about that too, and we'll throw up ideas about that in a minute. Or in a minute, meaning after break. Announcements. So,
Do you want me to do the sponsors?
yes, if you could do the sponsors and say a bit about Epic Worlds and Games.
Yes, first of all. Hello, I'm back. Thank you. I welcome you to 2020.
He was sorely missed.
So,
New Year, old ref. I mean,
so first and foremost, before we get into the sponsors, I want to thank Epic World Games for being our first sponsor. And you know, honestly, they were such a great shop. They had a great selection. Jimmy was so awesome. You know, always there to like play a game, always there to teach you new games, to show you new things, order things for you. And honestly, it sucks that like, first of all, you know, Copperopolis isn't exactly a great location, but for where they were, they did get a lot of traffic. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to keep going, but you know, he did find something else, so he's doing that, which is cool. But we will definitely miss Jimmy over at Epic Worlds and Games, and I hope you're watching. I know you're going to be watching, so we just want to say thank you, big time. I know we're going to miss you, especially over on Fortune Favors the Board, which we're going to be back on this Thursday, 8:30. Yeah, watch us there. I can't words today. Also,
First time?
First time, yeah.
First time we're
Thank you
He's
so
not
much.
been drinking either.
I know, I haven't.
Well, yes,
I
he
drank
has.
last night, big time. Thank you so much for Four Eyes Ales for sponsoring us. I need to contact them this year to see when we're going to be getting our first care package. Delicious beer. They are expanding as well, so they're making kombucha. They're going to start making coffee beans, which I'm pretty sure is going to be for a coffee beer, which I'm really excited about, if that is true. Yeah, we're super stoked. We'll see what they send us soon. Thank you so much to, who else am I missing? Cool. Goth Mom. Awesome merch that they have done for us. Hit up John or our channel and find out how we're going to do that, how we're going to sell those. I know that there was talk about the HOH Presents Patreon. Highly suggest checking them out, subscribing to one of the tiers. There is a lot of different tiers for different things, so highly suggest checking them out and sponsoring wherever you can. I am subscribed to the dollar sponsor because I figure I'll give us $1. I can afford that. And if you can't afford that, at least watch us on our YouTube as well, which is, I believe, still HOH Presents, right?
correct.
Yup.
I don't know how up to date we are with that, but even if not,
Working on
there's
it.
a lot of really good episodes of Fortune Favors Aboard. And if you want to catch up or rewatch our adventure that we've done on R4D, check out the YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that jazz.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter as
Yeah.
well.
I know
because,
there's
And Twitch,
we're
of
out
course.
Yeah, Twitch. I know Fortune Favors Board has an Instagram as well. You can follow us at Favors Board. That's both on Twitter and Instagram as well.
there. And on Twitter, it's R4DRPG for Recipe for Disaster, and Facebook, of course, is HOH Presents.
Am I missing anything? It's been a month.
Yes,
and during
our
class.
our last sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
Films.
Enduring Films. Of course, how could I forget? Thank you so much for sponsoring us and hosting us. Thank you, Chuck, for doing everything that you've ever done for us, in the last year and a half or year and a little bit, year and a quarter, really. Really appreciate it. And check them out if you have any film needs, whether it's internal video, wedding video, celebration of life, what have you. They will definitely, they have great content, great quality videos. Check out the YouTube, check out their whatever else out there. Just type them into Google, you'll find them.
Okay. Hey, Trevor, speaking of updates, where are we on YouTube?
Working on it. My time has been kind of hectic right now for me. So I'm doing my best.
Okay.
He's been washing his hair.
Ah, okay.
There's a lot of it to wash. It's a 7-day process.
Okay, anyone else have any other announcements before we get started for the evening?
I have a fun fact.
Okay.
We're now just as far from 1990 as we are from 2050.
You see that on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
thanks.
as I said, fun
Appreciate
fact.
that. Appreciate that, yeah.
Do you know people born this year will be
Younger
80
than Shrek.
when the year turns 3000?
3,000?
I also saw that.
3,000. 3,000.
Yeah, they will be cryogenically
Everything on
frozen,
Facebook is true, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Sure.
You know, this is what math education is for. It's important.
I don't know, man. I went to art school.
Ah, that explains
It
it.
shows.
So, that being said, any other factoids or announcements we want to make before we get started?
Why, yes. Hey, everybody watching. Happy New Year.
That's
Happy
another
New Year.
fact.
I was sort of waiting for that one. Woo! Happy New Year, everyone.
Wait,
2020 promises
and if
to
you're-
be amazing.
wait, hold on. You guys didn't do an episode last week?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
We should
Oh, this is okay. I'm thinking Thursdays. I am so
Yeah,
off. I'm gonna go back to
yeah.
getting my chicken.
Yeah, right?
And for
Math.
those of you that are old-timey, happy 12th day of Christmas.
12th day.
wow.
That's the day that my true love gave to me 12 Lords of Leaping. It's 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. What is 12?
5 golden rings.
Yeah, that's it. 12 is 5 golden rings.
And on that note, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Recipe for Disaster. So when last we left, you guys had just finished a massive combat in front of City Hall in Los Angeles.
On TV.
It was televised because one of the people that did not flee was a cameraman, and he had his camera huddled against a wall watching the entire fight.
I thought
Possibly a
he
little
was
bit.
streaming it to WorldStar.
In fact, he was focused pretty much on where you guys had been standing, and most of you didn't leave the line for the fight.
Yep. We were so
It was
focused on
kind of
staying still.
amazing and kind of interesting.
Well,
He
Dustin left, and look what happened to him. That's
that
why
be-
you don't leave the line.
That being said, Dustin and Darkbolt, and they both
They
died.
both died.
That being said, as just a quick recap,
It's
the
fine.
fight started off with Minaj appearing beside Bill Sender, knocking him out, and attacking Jack, and attacking at the same time another Minaj attacking Jonah, aka Sandbag, and vanishing. And then then everyone else attacked. Dragon came in flying and attacked.
I don't think Minaj attacked me.
No, she spoke to you. That's right. She spoke to you. She vanished and attacked Darkbolt.
Two Menages took out Darkbolt.
Yeah.
By kicking him in the neck.
Yes. Dragon flew in and attacked at Dustin originally. Or was it you? Anyway, there was a lot of mayhem. There was a lot of people attacked. The members of Belial that were there was Minaj, White Knights, Dragon, which was a almost 11-foot tall female Draconoid, and a guy named Blowtorch. The fight started out with Blowtorch's tank getting ruptured by 2 attacks, one from Darkbolt, one from Dustin, and then both of those 2 were the first 2 casualties on the hero side. as
The only two casualties.
Darkbolt's neck was snapped by Minaj, and Dustin was eventually melted into a pool of acid by Dragon as she fled.
Was that caught on TV?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. I'll do a higher low to start with. What was missed on the TV recording, because the guy was focusing mostly on you, was the heroics of the cosplayers that were there. So Iron Man. There was an Iron Man cosplayer, and one of the White Knights had created explosions to knock people around and to do damage to passerbyers. Someone was flying at him. He reached back, caught him, flipped, set the guy down comfortably, and then started to leave. Spider-Man and Venom cosplayers were there. They were actually trying to get people taken care of and being very heroic. Dr. Doom stepped up and punched one of the Menages in the face and got knocked out for it. So these cosplayers seemed a little bit more on the heroic side as far as saving innocent bystanders than the heroes were. The heroes were very focused and dedicated on attacking the bad guys and trying to take them out. After Bill Center got knocked out, of course, his most heroic action was blowing off one of White Knight's heads.
Well, was it
or at
him,
least
though?
his gun.
Yeah.
And White Knight, after Minaj gave the call to retreat, saying that we'd spent enough time here, and they were all fleeing, White Knight had combined back into one of himself, flying straight upwards when Jonah did the final move of grabbing
Jack.
Mongoose and throwing Mongoose and Priest. Mongoose was holding Priest and Preacher, sorry. Mongoose was holding Preacher, and Sandbag threw them both straight up in the air, farther than White Knight had been able to fly, and so on the way down they exploded his suit and broke his head off.
Sounds innocent.
I broke his head off? I
Well,
thought I just
you were
snapped
trying
his
to.
neck.
You're trying to snap his neck, and as you were snapping his neck, he exploded, or trying to snap his neck, he exploded. So there was a lot of
So you took his head with it?
bits and pieces to be sorted out. We ended the night as Dragon fled while the two of them were falling, and she spit acid down at the writhing Dustin and turned him into a pool of acid, and she flew off in a different direction extremely fast. Sandbag was able to catch... Which one of them did you catch?
I caught him, and I almost tried to kill him.
Oh, right. So Sandbag caught Mongoose as he fell, and
Magic.
Priest decided to slow himself with a gust of wind.
Preacher,
sorry. I keep wanting to say Priest. Preacher slowed himself with a gust of wind and landed rather heroically and softly. And that's where we're picking it up. News still rolling. Still mass chaos. Preacher was healing people and trying to do some healing rolls of the immediate people around him.
Oh, and Bill did get healed already.
And Bill did get healed, and he woke up. He was one of the first people healed.
Okay.
And that's where we're starting.
Cool.
So, who wants to go first?
I already know what I'm doing.
Okay. Preachers walk around healing people.
Oh, man.
I'm going for the most critical first, of course.
Of course.
What? So
Are you leaving Darkbolt to focus on the innocent bystanders? I'm assuming you're not going to heal the 4 or 8 people that were caught in the blaze.
Well, are they dead?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah, those 8 people were pretty much incinerated instantly.
there's a limit to my healing.
You do see Spider-Man cosplayer and Venom cosplayer. They made it up to the ring, and they realized they couldn't get in to get any of them, so they're actually looking around and trying to keep people back. And Spider-Man starts running towards City Hall itself.
Would I hear him?
Yes, you'd hear his footfalls.
Boa, what are you doing?
Looking for an fire extinguisher. We have to put out the blaze. And he just keeps running.
I'm going to go to the closest living person as I can see, like still injured, but closest living, and try to just help them, talk to them, and just make sure that they're okay.
Okay. Do you say anything in specific, or are you just okay?
Generic, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to ask something.
Am I standing? Am I conscious now?
You're conscious. You were on the ground beside. So when you come to, you're on the ground with your back. You're at the podium. The podium's here. You're off to the side a little bit. You're on the little stage that you were standing on.
What's the last thing I remember?
The last thing you remember was Minaj tapping you on the shoulder, you turning around and getting kicked in the face.
Was there any chaos happening before then?
Yeah. So everyone. Plasma shot a big fire thing in the air.
Okay.
Dragon flew overhead. The White Knights just appeared, and Minaj appeared.
By plasma, he means
Blowtorch. Why did I say plasma? Blowtorch appeared in the crowd, and he was a man in a bright orange suit with a big, sci-fi looking flamethrower, and he shot like a stream of flame into the air.
Do I see Dark Bolt?
Roll a perception roll.
Wait, is it 2 or is it 1?
2. Add them together.
It's been a while. 14.
Since you.
Okay, so from your standpoint, as you slowly, shakily take your feet, you're looking out over the crowd, and from your viewpoint, you eventually see him. I mean, at first you see a bunch of people panicking. You see some people off in the distance. You see like one guy holding a television camera, sort of focusing on you as you're the only one left standing on the podium. Everyone else is, you're seeing Preacher as he's like 20 feet away, and you see
I need to get a feel for what's going on.
Mongoose next to Sandbag, again 30 feet away from you. Sandbag starts helping people up. Mongoose is sort of standing there taking in what's happening.
6.
So he's sort of standing there taking in what's happening. There's a lot of chaos, lots of motion all around him.
What a session to come back like after not being here for a month.
and as you're looking at the chaos, there's a burning pile of bodies, 8 people in flames, or what's left of them. You can tell that it's about 8 people. You see a really good Venom cosplayer standing there, like, no, stay back. You see an unconscious Doctor Doom cosplayer, and that's what draws your eye to Darkbolt. As you notice, his body is laying down, but his head is backwards. His body's chest down, but his head is literally facing.
Okay, I run to the corpse.
Okay.
Sorry, Darkbolt.
So you leap off the podium and roll agility. I just want to make sure you don't roll double ones.
15.
Okay, wow. You leap off very heroically and land nicely, and you run, your trench coat billowing in the wind as you get over to there.
Okay, so I'm over there?
Yeah. Trevor, you would
6.
You would notice a movement from behind you. You feel vibrations in the helmet as you hear Shadow Fox's footfalls as he runs past you in a direction, so you know that it's him moving. That's the best you can make out of all of the chaos around you. You do hear Sandbag's voice talking to people and trying to calm them down and help people up, and you'd also hear Preacher in the background doing his healing rituals.
Tell if there's like bodies that need being moved?
You can guess that there are people that are unconscious near you, but that's about the best that you can tell at this point with the
I'm going to try to gather up the unconscious people and bring them to put their backs against City Hall, like the steps or something. Just have them lined up to be taken care of.
You're gonna drag him up the stairs?
Not necessarily up the stairs.
But to the stairs?
So, considering I'm partially deaf, do I hear any ambulances coming by?
No, you don't.
Okay.
So the whole fight, by the way, took
20 seconds.
Took an amazing amount of time, 20 seconds. 5 whole combat rounds. And it was over. So it was a very brief time. Lots of chaos happened. And so you get up to Darkbolt's body. Go.
Your name was Preacher, right? Is that what we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preacher!
I'm busy.
Yeah, could you get busy, like, unturning his head?
He'll get up eventually. On his own. There are people dying.
I think this person's dead.
He can't die. He gets back up.
Oh, yeah, that's
Idiot.
right. Looks like I've been... Okay. So...
Now,
I know I've been doing this a lot, but
help some of the innocent bystanders.
I get up and I look around. Is there any, like, do I feel like there's any present? Actually, you know what? Blue.
Okay. Yes, it's about time.
Is there anything, like, do you... Is
You're
there,
welcome.
For what?
Saving your life.
Saving my life. I was already down.
Ah, but they were still attacking you. So I took care of the problem.
So you're my best friend. Don't tell Jonah.
That's me what?
that his best friend's a gun.
Is there anybody around that we how do I put this? Are there any bad guys around?
No, I think most of them left.
All right. So
Let me check. In your definition of bad, just real quick.
you know, the bad ones.
The bad ones.
Anybody who is attacking, anybody who wants to harm us, anybody who, you know, wants to do harm.
People who
Aside
didn't
from
pay
you.
taxes.
No, there's no one here that fits your description.
Oh, God, I hope I said this right. Okay, thank you.
People
Totally
who don't like
dead.
sending bills.
Don't like paying bills.
That too.
People wait on their payments.
So the nearest unconscious body you see is Dr. Doom, who's right beside cosplayer Dr. Doom. I probably should specify. Who's
Alright.
laying right beside Darkbolt's corpse.
All right, well, I go over to him and start shaking him. It's like, hey, buddy.
High or low?
Low.
Yeah, hey, buddy, he's out. It was really good cosplay armor. It's actually made of plastic, as opposed to foam or cardboard, like some of them can be. And his face mask is cracked. You can tell where it was hit, and you can actually feel a pulse. He's just unconscious. He's loopy,
Okay.
completely out cold.
So I get up and just find the next person on the
Okay.
ground, make sure everybody's alive.
Okay. So you start moving bodies.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to get all the people who are unconscious or, unconscious kind of together, and then attempt to perform like ringside medicine.
Okay. Do you have first aid at all? Just curious. Answer's no, of course.
Oh.
Right.
So in other words, you're going to negligently kill people while trying to help them.
No. Ringside medicine. I'm going to get like
You
Water?
don't have the skill, so that's bullshit.
Water, splashing water in their face as opposed
Oh.
to bandaging wounds.
I don't have any
Smacking them
bandages.
really hard. Oh.
No, ringside
I'm
medicine.
joking.
I'm worried about head injuries.
So you're moving them.
Yeah.
Do I
he's
see
moving.
him doing this?
Yeah, you see him pick up
Before he
somebody.
picks up the body, I'm gonna be like, no, don't touch them. In my Alabama accent, by the way.
Well, okay. To be fair, both Sandbag and Mongoose's masks distort their voices.
But my mask is mostly destroyed.
Yes.
So does it still distort my voice?
Yes, it still distorts your voice.
Gotcha.
What do I sound like?
Well, sort of like an Irish Green Arrow, sort of noise.
What about me?
Oh, that's a terrible sound.
What about me? I'm curious.
Yours is more like a Southern Green Arrow.
Southern Green Arrow.
It's the standard superhero voice distortion thing.
Gotcha.
Hoy, I'm Irish.
I'm gonna have to try to do an Alabama superhero accent.
Can
Yeah.
we
Yeah, pretty
set
much.
their things to like pirate one day?
I mean, Darkbolt could probably.
Yarr.
I mean, you were there when
everything you
Darkbolt
say,
programmed
"Yarr,
it. So
Why am I talking like this? Yarr.
I'm sure that was one of the conversations you and Darkbolt had as he programmed and made the masks.
September
Something about
19th.
speak with the pirate day. Speak like a pirate day is might be a thing.
We should go check
Don't-
over there. Yar, I think you're right. We should get back on track. I'm sorry.
Don't do that. Or sorry. Don't do that.
And why not?
Because you're endangering their lives.
I'm moving them so that their blood isn't pooling at the back of their heads.
You're moving them and thus endangering their lives. Wait for emergency services so they can do what they can to save them. Or preacher, so he can do what he can to save them. Not the blind man moving bodies that can't see where he's going.
GOD, I've been in a lot of fist fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
In particular.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I would... Well... Have I ever had to help with ringside cleanup?
High or low?
Hi.
Yes. Yeah, multiple occasions. Yep.
So it's safe to say I know what I'm doing.
You
With
know...
taking unconscious bodies and moving them to a safer location than, say, next to a napalm
How do I
bonfire.
put this? You know what you're doing when moving people that have been made unconscious in a ring and moving them out of the ring onto a more secure location. Yes. Have to specify that.
So these people that I am touching in the attempts of movement, am I able to determine if they have been hit by something that wasn't physical?
Well, there's a difference between being hit in a ring by skilled people fighting and being hit by concussive force and being thrown around. And that's the difference. It's like you everyone's like unconscious around you. Some people feel like they're on top of other people.
Not to mention shrapnel.
Well, that's what I mean.
Plus,
Is I'm
and
checking
fire.
for
Yeah.
things like that. I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell most of them are piled on top of each other, which is not the sort of thing that you're used to.
Keep in mind as well, you are blind, so you don't know exactly what their injuries are.
Which is why I'm asking.
Right. I know. But that has nothing to do with ringside stuff. You couldn't see their injuries, so possibly moving them in a spot which would injure them more is more dangerous to their health. That's what I'm telling you.
So, you guys are doing this. I do need Quasi to make a roll for healing. I'm just going to have you do one. It'll just be your mass healing roll.
12.
11.
That was 8. Oh, yeah, 11, sorry.
11. Okay, yeah, so you are successful. You are... superhero accents, love that one. You are healing them and you're making your rounds through. You realize you're out of your depth as you start feeling the bodies and the fact that they're stacked up in different ways and some of them are bloody.
I'm gonna move the ones that I can that are like Doctor Doom.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you do find him. You can move him, and you're like, oh yeah, no, he's just been KO'd. We're fine. Glassjaw. So as you guys are doing this, anyone else doing anything else? So you're
So once again, no sirens that I can hear
no
coming
sirens
up
that
now.
you hear coming up now at this point.
Do I hear any sirens?
Oh,
Do I run into anyone that seems to be on the brink of death?
3.
no, you hear no sirens. High or low?
Hi.
Yeah, you actually find a few that okay. When you say brink,
So
you mean past it or before?
So conscious,
yes.
but I can tell they're definitely going to die. in
Okay.
like the next few
Most of the
seconds.
people you come across that are on the ground are not conscious.
Okay.
I'd say about a 12th of them are dead.
Okay.
So 1 out of every 12 unconscious bodies is dead.
Okay.
That being said, quite a few people fled before the fight. I mean, as the fight started, there was a mass exodus.
Right.
Quite a few people ran off. So there wasn't the
Quite a lot.
thousands and thousands of people there that
Right.
were at the beginning of the press conference.
And quite a lot of people left during the fight as
Yes.
well. So that's nice.
If I hear footsteps I don't recognize, are there any of those?
Get back to you in a second. The other people, there are some conscious people that are dazed. That's what you're more likely going to encounter as you're walking around.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that those are the ones that you're talking to and trying to calm down and
Right.
whatnot. Okay. So you're doing that. You don't hear the sirens.
I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm just kind of going around and making sure everybody's okay. For the people who are kind of conscious, kind of make sure that they find the people that they're with and,
Okay.
kind of bringing people
So
back
you
together.
start doing that. You're healing people. At one point, you do hear there's a couple different times that you do hear people whose footfalls you don't recognize. The first one being
The one who ran into City Hall.
the one that ran into City Hall. You hear him sort of grunting a little bit as he runs past you, and you hear a couple metallic things hit the ground, and then you hear the sound of fire extinguishers going off. Multiple fire extinguishers going off.
They're not going to work against napalm. But I don't know its napalm.
You know, it's not working. The fire's only getting bigger. You know, as the fire starts getting bigger.
Then I will approach said youngster
Okay.
and say, then maybe you should stop doing that. Do you have a cell phone?
Not in this suit. I mean, I had one, but I set it down and.
Okay, find somebody to call 911.
Oh right, good idea. And he runs off.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you'd hear that. You'd
Why
hear
haven't we
Spider-Man,
done this
"Yeah,
yet?"
Right. And he goes running off. Spider-Man's like, hey, excuse me, can I borrow a phone? And someone dial 911.
I mean, it was live televised. I figured they'd probably know.
That's a good point.
Just saying.
So as you're healing it, the other one that you don't recognize is you do feel as you're telling him to stop and the guy goes running off, you hear like really soft footfalls of someone smaller than you. Maybe how tall's your character?
5'7".
Yeah, so someone shorter than you and a lighter build, sort of staggering. Like you hear a
Okay.
sort of noise moving towards you. And since you're beside the fire, that's what draws your attention to it. Because you're beside the fire and someone's staggering towards the fire.
I'll go to meet them.
Okay, roll a perception roll.
17.
Okay, so you meet up with them. You hear very soft breathing. And what do you do? Heart is beating like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Are you okay? I mean, obviously they're not okay, but are you okay?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get out of here. I could use some help.
Okay.
Can you
What is wrong?
I lost my dog.
Your dog?
Yeah. I was told that one of the heroes was blind, so I wanted to come out and see, and my seeing eye dog is gone now. And I don't know where I'm going.
Oh.
I run up to the cameraman who's still filming.
Filming all of this.
And I point over there.
He zooms
The
in.
blind leading the blind.
He's a little less shaky as he sees you guys helping people, and he's like getting up and he walks over so he's within audio range.
What's your dog's name?
You're gonna laugh.
Why-
Patches.
Patches.
Yeah, his name's Patches.
Patches the dog. Sorry. Patches the dog.
Yeah, he's a lab.
Rob.
Timothy,
Yes, sir.
could you do a scan to see if we can find that dog?
A scan, so.
I don't know, could we scan the building or something, see if we can find that dog?
I normally that'd be something Master Darkbolt would do, so.
I know he's a little incapacitated right now.
So he's dead again.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Well, I was watching the news.
Okay.
Did not quite see Darkbolt dying, so I just have to assume that that's what you mean.
Yeah,
Very well, so I will see what I can do.
let me know. Trying to make it a timely manner. We could really use the views.
Was that a private conversation, or did everyone hear that?
I didn't think about it. I just
So everyone heard that.
Okay.
Everyone on the team heard that.
So I wanted to ask then, Timothy.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Timothy.
Who is
So-
this?
So,
Who the hell are you? Get out of my ears!
Who else has a number?
so, what did you see? Because you said you didn't see that.
Well,
What did you see?
It was
Turning off.
It was kind of bleak, sir. Most of you sort of stood there as there were screams and shouts and sound of burning people, sir. It was a little horrid, but the camera work was not the best, so it was a little shaky. But up until you threw 2 people in the air, it was pretty amazing.
Right, the 2 people was amazing, or everything else leading up to that point?
Well, I mean, seeing you all in action, so it was a sight to behold.
So then me throwing people up in the air was not?
It was
amazing?
interesting, so interesting choices.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, so,
It's not something that I would do, sir.
I get you. Oh, you seem pretty superheroic to me, Timothy. I'm just saying.
Flattery, sir, flattery.
Do you happen to know if any emergency services are on their way? Would you be able to check maybe on the computer?
I am on my way to a computer now to see what I can do about finding a lost dog.
Okay. Well, check to see if emergency services is on their way as well, Timothy.
Very well, sir.
Thank
And
you,
I will let you know as soon as I know.
I appreciate you, Timothy. And let me remind you, Timothy, you're my best friend.
I'm on the mic. I just want to let you know, Jonah, that I could hear every word you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll talk about this
Thanks,
when we go
thanks
home.
for using my name, jackass.
I don't know anybody's name. I've been gone for a month.
Sandbag, Creature,
Literally decided on
Mongoose.
some of these right before the press conference. It's not like there was a lot of time on some of these names, like Mongoose.
Like Ranger.
And Ranger,
Last
who's now dead.
Good use of 30 seconds.
I would like to listen for sounds of dogs.
Okay, roll.
For sounds of dog.
16.
There's a booth that has dog sound CDs.
No, you hear.
Dr. Dog?
I mean, within your range, you don't hear any dogs that would be.
Footfalls.
Yeah, you hear no
heartbeats.
footfalls, no dog heartbeats. No barking, excessive barking. Oh, I mean, several blocks down there's excessive barking, but you know that's what happens in cities when.
Do they sound like labs?
Not really. No. Sounds like a variety of dogs.
Oh, could I run over to Darkbolt again?
Yeah.
Could I just pop his neck back into?
He turned his head back around.
Yeah.
Roll.
You make it worse.
Double ones! I pull his head right off. Shit.
Turn it the opposite way.
So,
Yeah. So you do get it turned. You hear horrible noises, like the bones cracking, and you see the muscles sort of straining as you start turning it the wrong way. You're like, oh crap. You turn it the other way.
And then you hear the horrible noises of a death rattle as air enters a crushed and broken larynx.
I fixed you.
Look what I did.
And then slowly but surely you hear.
Yeah, and higher low on that, by the way.
Oh, hi.
Okay. He said no if the news camera saw you. No.
I was pointing the dog. I was pointing at the dog, and I'm
yeah.
trying to find the dog there.
Well, he's looking over there. Okay.
We're gonna walk towards the barking dogs and ask them if they've seen a lab.
Ask the dogs.
Yup.
Ask the-
And how far away are the barking dogs?
Like blocks and several blocks.
I miss
Are you
this
taking
game.
her with you? Are you saying
Yes.
okay? So what do you say?
Ruff, 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 ruff.
I mean to her.
Which direction? Do you know which direction he moved in?
Just right here and this, and she like motions towards the fire. We were standing just over here, and then I got hit, and I fell down, and we were over in this area, I think, based on the noises that I'm hearing.
Working magic.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, fellas.
Can
Hey,
I?
Timothy,
Yes, sir.
can we track down a seeing eye dog that needs a home?
I will see what I can do, sir.
Wait, what's...
He's not laughing. Game Master's laughing. So hard to do a British accent without laughing, let alone when you're trying to. Okay.
Wait, so what's wrong with the other dog?
Thank you, Timothy.
So,
I'm busy. What's wrong
feel
with the other
through
dog?
the concrete at my feet if there's a dog corpse in the pile?
You can certainly try. 17 or better. Better always being better.
10.
You have no idea. I mean, the fire is getting hotter, because they were spraying stuff on it that actually fed the flames as opposed to put it out.
Yeah, so,
it's really hard to tell.
Down.
We're gonna try to circumvent the fire and keep going in that direction,
Okay.
assuming the dog ran past where the explosion happened.
Okay.
So, John,
Yeah.
are there no more people that are critically injured?
I mean, so you're still working through them. There were quite a bit. According to my notes, there were 8 people that died in the flames. There were 20 people that were
critically injured.
critically injured. So you're working through it. It's going to take you probably 15, 20 minutes to heal all the critically injured people.
Which is why we called 911.
So by time an ambulance gets there, you'll probably have the critical injured people taken care of. And then there was a bunch of other people, hundreds of people that were wounded and injured, but not critically.
Still no signs.
Not yet, no. It's only been, for you, it's only been like 3 or 4 minutes, though.
Right.
So, because Preacher's over there healing people.
And it's
he's-
also LA too, so I can
Yeah.
understand it. But still, this is terrible. You would
there
think
was-
that there would actually be
and there
police
was a
there
bunch-
for this freaking press
And there was a
conference.
crowd that was there that's trying to get away from there
No, I'm
in
talking about.
opposition to the ambulances which are coming there.
I'm talking about actual police there.
We're going to ask people who were awake the entire time
Okay.
that we can find if they have seen the dog.
High or low?
Hi. Like Spider-Man or Venom or...
Not the best
So,
idea.
so he
Any
has
idea?
Venom, because he's the nearest guy.
I don't know what any of them look like.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a deep voice guy that's nearby.
Same.
Yeah. So I don't know. Me and Spidey were over there taking pictures, standing there posing when everything broke out and went crazy. And we just started running in to help people get away.
And when you were running in, did you happen to see a lab?
I have no.
Oh,
I mean, I'm assuming you're not talking about like a meth lab. I mean, I'm not a hero. I might be dressed like one right now. But
No,
I'm
I meant
not
a
really
dog.
No, I did not.
We're
Sorry.
trying to find this girl.
Yep.
Girl's seeing eye dog.
Sorry?
Yeah, it's kind of the blind leading the blind here, but
Wait, you're blind?
yeah.
Wow. You didn't act like you were blind in the combat. That fight, that was amazing.
Yeah, it's
Especially that last little bit where you like flew way up in the air and then landed on some guy. It was amazing. Just hey, do you have a second? Can I get a picture real quick?
Sure
Too late.
thing, buddy.
What's your hero name? As you hear a camera go or cell phone.
Mongoose.
Mongoose. I'm gonna remember that. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, holding blind girl in arms or on shoulder or something.
Yeah, your arm is
I don't
like
know
around
how-
her to
yeah.
help guide her, you know.
While I'm tending to the wounded, do I see flashes in the corner of my eye?
No, you don't see flashes. It's daytime.
Yeah, still. I was just
Venom
making
with
sure.
a sick prosthetic tongue. You know.
Timothy,
Yes, sir.
what's the best way to put out napalm fire? Right? Do I know this? Do I know it's
have-
napalm fire?
Do any of us
No
know
idea.
it's napalm?
Oh, sorry.
So
said
you
something
see it
earlier.
burning really hot. You do
Trevor
see a
knows it's
you do
napalm.
see a trail of fire on the asphalt.
Okay.
So you're guessing that normally fires don't burn asphalt unless there's some sort of chemical. So you might be able to assume that,
Okay.
for lack of better knowledge.
All right. Now, assuming that Bill Sender's an idiot,
Uh huh.
How is the fire still going?
That's a good question. It is burning. It's actually it was getting bigger when you saw them spraying. When you saw Spider-Man cosplayer and Venom cosplayer spraying the fire extinguishers at it, and the fire was actually getting bigger.
Do you know if anybody's called 911 yet?
Who did you say that to?
Venom.
Oh, yeah. No, I did. Someone else did. I heard Spidey yelling for it, so I dialed. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It
Thank
was
you.
like maybe a minute ago.
Timothy.
Timothy, so...
Timothy.
They
Yes,
hold on. Sure.
you both hear yes, sir, separately.
When they tried putting out the fire with the fire extinguisher, it just made it bigger. What is that?
I have no idea, sir. I will Google it.
Guess I could do that too.
I'm gonna cut in here. Will you stop just consulting the butler? He's not the internet. He's an actual person.
You know, I
Right,
get
but he's
that,
also
but
there
he's
to
also
help.
he's the guy in the chair. So
No, he's not actually.
he's
just,
our current guy in the chair.
He's actually Mr. Kaiser's butler, and he's helping us out of the goodness of his heart, which is very appreciated. But he's not our guy.
Wait. I got a good idea. Oracle.
No one answers.
I don't think that's the name of the computer. Actually,
Timothy, if you don't mind, helping us. we
No,
would really
I
appreciate
will do my best, sir. I will endeavor to try to find that information out for you.
oh, good
Thank you.
Lord.
And so I go back to trying to help people.
Okay.
Next step
Timothy.
is
Yes,
Andrew
sir.
Andrews.
I was so rudely interrupted twice. Emergency services?
They're on their way,
contacted?
sir.
Yeah?
Just found out.
Okay. Cool.
There seems to be a delay. Traffic seems, pretty well blocked, sir.
Any particular reason?
Oh, a couple. There's lots of people fleeing from your location.
Right.
And there's an actual roadblock in place, sir.
Where at?
Around your location, sir. Fire services, evidently, was called 15 minutes before your fight and started putting up a roadblock.
Do you know the location, though?
Yes, sir, and he rattles off street names that are around downtown LA that I don't know. So those of you that might know would recognize the street names.
All right, well, I'm unfamiliar with LA, mostly. I mean, I've done a little bit of traversing around California and the U.S. in general. Any freeways access? Or anything that I would know
it would just
from
be the
freeway
surface
access?
street.
Okay, so
Yeah,
probably
'cause we're
not
at
too
City
familiar.
Hall.
Not City
Right.
Hall. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go outside and try to find. I'm gonna go towards one of the streets that was
Okay.
mentioned to see about the roadblocks.
Okay. So you're heading off in that direction. You said something.
Next
Trevor.
stop is Andrew Andrews,
Okay.
and then we go to the dogs that I think are in the same direction that her dog traveled in before the explosion.
Okay, so you take her to Andrew Andrews towards that area.
Towards that area.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Or are you just gonna call him? I mean, what are you doing?
no, I turned my headset off because I didn't want to
Yes.
listen to these
yeah, yeah.
fucks.
Yeah, I figured that. So what are you doing?
So we're gonna walk her in that direction.
Okay.
If there's a building nearby his car, then we're going to leave her at the side of the building and then approach the car to talk to him.
Okay. Yeah. So there
If
is a
there's
building.
people, I
There's a
can,
building. There's
like,
actually
not-
looks like quite a bit of people behind. There's quite a bit of people, and from what you can tell, there's some sort of structure in the road that the people are on the other side of.
What kind of structure in the road?
It's a metallic sounding. I mean, you're basing it off of your footfalls and how it's bouncing off of the noise as you're walking up towards where his car is. And as you come up, he's like, "Yeah, how can I help you?"
Two questions. One, what is that?
Oh, I made a shelter for people
Oh,
to
that's
hunker
very
behind.
nice.
Sort of blocked off in case shrapnel came this way.
Nice. Are fire department and them gonna be able to get past?
Yeah, I could take it down, no problem.
Okay.
They're just not on their way yet.
Okay. Second, have you seen a lab? Dog.
Hello.
Hi.
Maybe?
Do you know where it is?
Do you know its name?
Patches?
One moment. You hear him walk off. And then
Is he going to the shelter?
he's going around, around the big metal thing. And you hear, from a distance, you hear, so yeah, those dogs? Who took you over there? Yeah, hey, we bring those, was one of those a lab? I don't know dogs. After a few moments, he comes walking back. He goes, yeah, I think I have it right here. And she's off to the side, that's right. Okay.
I'm gonna get down and ask the dog its name. Using my bestial obedience.
Oh, okay. Roll.
I was assuming you're like, yeah, I know.
Ruff.
19.
Okay. Yeah. So you're like,
Are you Patches?
And it comes up and rubs against you and puts his foot on your foot.
All right, I think that's a yes.
It's got a. Is Patches a seeing eye dog?
Yes.
Okay. He grabs your
Harness?
hand and puts your hand on the harness.
Oh, good. I immediately don't grab it.
It's like.
Good. Come on, Patches, and we're gonna walk to the girl again.
Okay, so as you come walking up, she's like, Patches! Breaks down crying and puts her arms around the dog, licks her face.
Is she still sounding like she's injured?
She's sounding relieved at this point. Her heart's still beating fast, everything's crazy, but she is calming down at this point.
But I'm led to believe that it was just nerves of...
That's what it
Fear.
seems like, yeah.
Was this on camera?
High or low?
Low.
Yes, the cameraman was following them.
Awesome.
Touching moment.
Preacher, do you think you could stay over here and try to heal even maybe the dead too, since you did it to the cat so many times? Oh,
I'm sorry.
I company Bill.
Only Jesus can bring back the dead.
Can you not try? Sorry, can you not try? Now you gotta do the deep voice.
No, there are people that are still alive that need help. If the dead are dead, then a few minutes won't alter anything.
After, I was just acknowledging the good conversation, sorry. After you were done with the blind girl, Andrew Andrews would go,
I would also introduce myself to her as the blind member she had heard of.
oh really? What's your name?
They call me Mongoose.
Wow, that's a cool name. My name's Dixie.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Dixie.
Pleasure's mine. That's so cool. I was helped by a hero. Thank you.
Is she legal?
After
I don't know.
he has no
I
clue.
don't care.
After you get done, Andrew Andrews would go,
You mad whore.
Mongoose. Got a question over here for you.
Andrew Andrews?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. What's up?
Okay, so you hear his footsteps. You make sure you walk away.
Yeah, what's up?
So, where's Ranger? I've looked at everyone. I've been able to keep tabs on everyone else. Haven't heard his voice pop up on the comms yet.
Oh,
Just need it for my notes.
I think he was turned into a puddle of acid.
Huh. How long has he been with you guys? I mean, I know you guys have told me that his fighting tactic is to get his butt kicked, but it seems a little severe.
You know, I'm not the best person to ask about the passing of time, as I can't really.
Okay, I was just go ahead. I just was needing it for my notes. That's fine.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's been around for a while, but also I don't know how many days it's been. I went missing for a couple of days, and I don't know how long that was.
Fair enough. That's right. That's right. I forgot you. You vanished. / got left behind. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Got it for my notes. Thanks.
Well, I mean, that's when I made some important contacts
Yes, yeah, we spoke about that before. Yeah.
So why can't the first responders get in?
There's been a cordon on most of the major streets leading this way.
Do you know why? Or by whom?
It was the fire marshal actually called it in prior to the press conference.
Do you know why?
I have no idea. I mean, I could probably look into it, but I'm here
know
to
what-
take notes.
Do you have any notes on why something would burn on asphalt?
Yeah, lots of things burn on asphalt. Oh, you mean those specific fires over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's napalm.
Do you know what's good for putting that out?
Sand. Lots. And lots. And lots of sand.
Good thing we got a sandbag, eh?
Quartz sand being best than just standard sand. But yeah.
Good thing we got a sandbag, eh?
Yeah, I don't think that'll work unless he's full of sand.
We can find out.
If he is, let me know. I need it for my notes.
You got no
Is there
strings
a
on?
Home Depot nearby?
Not that your character knows it. Okay.
So I'd go back to the group.
Okay. So you guys would start hearing some sirens and stuff in the distance at this point.
I'm actually accompanying Bill towards the roadblock.
Okay. So you guys are heading.
Well, I was telling him that stay here, I'll accompany you.
So you guys are making your way off. You catch up to him because he's probably not running, because it's Bill Sender.
I mean,
Guessing that he
hurtful but
doesn't
true.
run.
It's not true. He does run away.
I still think of that as more of a jog. really.
I mean, and
but-
I'm not really running. It's more like going outside and just kind of checking out the, I mean, I am walking towards the block, but it's more just kind of seeing, using my glasses, like any VR. What else? Not VR.
Oh yeah. Roll a perception roll while
Yeah.
you're doing that. That's kind of important.
My
That's kind of very important.
EM detectors. 9.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you make 2 more for me, just real quick, because you get a total of 3 by the time you get to the roadblock.
12. And 8.
Okay. So as you guys get going, so you catch up with him. When he's about like 2.5 blocks away is when you catch up with him.
As soon as I get right behind him, I'm just gonna yell, Bill! Right in his ear.
Hear that? Just saying.
13, right? No, that's not 13. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, 11 for being shocked or being
Okay.
spooked.
Yeah.
Am I spooked?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you can choose to be at that point.
Oh, well, I don't want to be spooked.
Okay, then you're not spooked.
Hey, Jonah.
What's up?
Sandbag. Sorry.
It's all
Forgetting
good. No
code
crowd around. That's why I called you Bill.
Oh, fair enough.
Although I don't think I know your superhero. Did we get a
Shadow Fog.
Shadow
Shadow
Fox.
Fox.
Shadowfox.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
So what do I see? What do I...
So at this point, you're nothing looks out of the ordinary. You are about 3 more whole city blocks away from where the roadblock is.
Okay.
So you're close to half.
Do we see the roadblock?
High or low?
Hi.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah.
Fire trucks?
Fire trucks blocking the road.
Firemen outside of fire trucks?
Some people, I mean, it's hard to tell from 3 city blocks. There are some firemen there, yes, but
Right.
there's other people there as well.
Okay.
There's some police officers and things like that. You see some cop cars.
You want me to pick you up so we can get there faster?
Sure.
Right.
Eagle!
Okay, so as he picks you up and starts running, out of the corner of your eye, as you're going by one of the alleyways, you see someone sort of duck into the alleyway really quickly, and it's like he looked familiar. He was wearing some sort of outfit. It wasn't like their face, it was like the whole body sort of looked familiar to you.
Hold on. Stop. Jonah.
Okay.
Here, put me down. We're going to go investigate this alley real quick.
Okay.
Alright, so I make my way in.
Okay, so you go into the alley.
Following.
Roll another perception roll as you get into the alley.
I mean, I am using my glasses and
Yeah.
everything.
Do you want me to roll a perception roll as well? I am following.
Yes, you get a perception as well. Yeah, you
14, by the
you
way.
go in the alley, you see nothing unusual.
Okay.
I mean, you're like, where did that person go? You walk in the alley and you see him looking around, and you're looking around, and you glance up and you see someone go up on top of the roof. You see like a boot.
Is there a fire escape?
Yeah, up on the fire escape.
Okay. I think they just went up to the roof.
Up?
Yeah, through the fire escape right there. See that?
Do I trust you to throw me?
I threw them 240 feet in the air, but I also caught him.
Do you think you can troll throw me on top of the roof? On the roof?
Would I be able to jump to the roof?
No.
Oh man.
You
Is there a
don't
ladder
have
that's
the-
actually like leading to the ground though, right now?
I mean, yeah, you can grab the ladder. You can jump up and grab it and pull it down. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll throw you up to grab the ladder and slide it down to you. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's not that far.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
I can
You
afford.
don't-
I can
you don't
afford
even-
that fail.
You don't even have to roll for that. And I'm not even going to make you roll to catch that because it's all like it's like 2.5 feet above him. It's not that far. It's more like he picks you up and you grab it as opposed to throwing you. It slides down.
All right. Let's go.
So I start running up to the
Okay.
top. I'm still observing through my goggles, seeing if I
How-
can find anything. And because,
Okay.
like, I mean, I have night vision's probably not going to help right now, but I guess I just have the EM detector.
Yeah, you have an EM detector. You have thermal vision in there.
Yeah.
How many stories is the building?
It is only 4 stories.
Okay. How
So-
close is the closest building on the other side of the alley?
Standard New York or standard Los Angeles alleyways are what? 15 feet?
Enough for,
One
like,
car.
1 car?
From the foot. Did that person look familiar to me too?
No, it's just a boot. That's all you saw.
Okay.
You didn't recognize the boots.
You didn't recognize the boots. Sorry, man.
Come on, man. Better
Um,
investigative skills.
Roll perception rolls when you guys get up to the roof.
18.
Double fours?
And then 14, so 18 as well.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
22.
14 plus double fours.
It's 22.
This is 14.
Uh-huh.
Plus
Oh, yeah.
8. 20. Yes.
22.
You do math.
Yes.
Okay, so
Sorry.
you guys get to the
Sorry,
top of the
man.
roof. You're looking around. You're cycling through. You see a thermal pattern going to another rooftop. You guys go running over there. You're actually able to hop a couple rooftops over by the time you see the person.
Okay.
Person is about 5'10". From the back, you can tell they're wearing some sort of suit. They're wearing a black jacket. You see a black the back of a black mask. The jacket is looks like it's made of a similar material as the suits that were designed for Sandbag and for Mongoose. There's some sort of bodysuit underneath that, so the jacket was worn over top of like a bodysuit, and you see some military-style boots.
I rolled a 14 to try to convince them. And I already have my thing
Planned.
Planned, yeah.
Okay.
So
Safe
keep in
a
mind,
little, that's
ugly.
fine.
So 14 to convince them with ugly.
Okay.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Okay, so you hear "Stop right there, criminal son," and you say,
Stiletto?
and the person's like who's starting to run. It's like just as both of you say that, he stops
He doesn't even have to roll.
and turns, and you guys see Stiletto standing there.
I stand by what I said, criminal scum.
Our job is done.
End of the campaign. Guys, it was good. It was fun.
Good night, we're done.
We did it. There's no need for the rooks anymore.
He's like, I was really hoping you guys wouldn't see me. As he turns and faces you.
What do you...
Criminal
For
scum.
those of you at home, there's all sorts of whiteout on this piece of paper. Not sure why. For those of you at home, that is Stiletto.
Do you need a white backdrop for that?
Probably, yeah. The white backdrop would be good.
That's much better.
What are you doing here? Just in general. We all thought you were dead or gone.
Re-entry sucks.
Re-entry?
Yeah.
Orbital
Re-entry from what?
space.
Space.
Oh, sorry, I'm not eating that. Ignore me.
We put a drone out there, and we saw your ship just.
Yeah, the satellite was destroyed. Plasma created a plasma sun inside the station, completely destroyed everything.
Is anybody else still alive?
I have no idea. I came to 4 months ago in the Sudan.
Why were you hiding?
I don't. Go.
If Belial knows I'm alive, they will only step up their attacks in the world because they know one night can't stop them all. Especially me. I build shit.
One
I
night
break
with
things.
one night with the Rooks.
Well, that's why I was watching your press conference. I heard about it. I heard all the commotion. I figured it would be a thing to behold, and it was.
I think your son would be happy to know that you're still around.
Yeah, I can't let him know yet.
Why?
Because I'm not done finding the knights.
You're finding the knights?
If there's a chance they're alive, I'm going to find them.
Oh,
Where did
sorry.
you-
We're the ropes. Sorry.
Where did you land?
The
Sudan.
Sudan.
That's where I came to. I don't know where I hit.
How long?
I don't know
ago
how
was
long
the
it took.
Did it not
explosion?
seem that's where you hit?
A few years ago.
And you
From my
came
understanding.
too. Interesting.
Now, are you sure you didn't die? when you hit?
Oh, I know I died.
Would
Probably a couple times.
Would the rest of the group have died as well then if they had landed the same way that you did?
I'm hoping Mage found a way to save them.
But if that's the case, why wouldn't he have saved you too?
So there's this funny thing about magic and technology.
Does mix well, is what I've heard, I think.
Exactly. He would have grabbed them. I'm the most tech out of our group.
And technically,
Was the
you can't
most
die.
tech. Yes, and technically I can't die. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt when you come to in space and can't breathe, and then you come to again and you're burning up, and you come to again and you're plummeting, and you come to again and you're laying under the sand, digging your way out.
Bag.
Shut up. Well,
So what are you going to do? Just look for your group? Look for the gnats?
I would like it if you guys kept this a secret from everybody.
But our resources could help you out. Your resources, but our resources as well.
He goes, my resources work just fine. I've got a few other labs stashed around that I can manufacture what I need.
well, if we're gonna keep the secret, is there anything you could help us just to? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm asking.
You guys probably know more about what's happened in the last few years than I do.
Yeah, so Belial's attacked a few times.
Taking credit for lots of things, whether they did or not.
They actually have been attacking all over the U.S. and have made a pattern of his skull. It's kind of weird. The crossbones across the U.S. They attacked Slocum, Alabama, which is where I'm from, but they attacked it before they knew of me, which is kind of weird. They attacked, even though I remember the name. Tend to remember the maintenance.
Interesting.
Oh, sorry, do you remember them?
Yeah, you remember them.
Okay. Yeah, they attacked a family called the Maynards, and apparently the one of their cousins was the one who started the hit, and he ended up trying to get them to get killed so he can gain money. I think it was off of their insurance or something like that, life insurance. In fact, Belial went out of their way to go try to find the mother and daughter of the Maynard family that was murdered, because they actually moved to, where did we start off? I forget. The very first episode.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
And she was the one who had the life insurance policy.
Well, I thought the whole family was, wasn't
No,
it?
just her.
Oh, okay. So
she was killed.
So the mom was the one with the life insurance policy. I apologize. And she was the one who was killed. However, it was also staged as a murder of another family across the hallway, and then some random stray bullet ended up going through a wall, through another wall, and killing the mom. Stray bullet.
Sounds
Clearly
like
it was
Silhouette.
intentional. What's that?
Sounds like Silhouette.
Yeah, I think that's what we've gathered. Werewolf guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Avian lupinoid.
What's that mean?
Dog with wings.
Ah!
Did we kill him already?
He's in the FBI's custody.
Actually, no, you turned him over to Dangerous.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Somebody decided to make that deal.
To try to save another.
I don't think I was here for that.
You were.
You were.
You were.
That
That's
was
when you became Shadow
Way
Fox.
back. Yeah, that's the day that you got the gun.
No, I don't think Raphael was here for that.
Yes, that was.
No, he actually wasn't. You were
Oh,
controlling him at the time.
right. Okay. Right.
I needed a higher low to see if I grabbed it first.
Right, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately we had him and we gave him back.
But we put a tracker on him.
Okay. Wow, a lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah, so I will eventually be touching bases with you once I know more.
Do you want like some kind of way to encrypt my glasses so you can contact me? 'Cause-
I recognize my son's handiwork. I can contact you.
Fair enough.
I also have this, and I pull out the mirror. Do you have one of these as well?
That is a handy thing. Don't lose that.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because if Steve has a way of helping out in the least expected moments.
Do you know how this works by chance? Because I tried to ask him. He told me he couldn't tell me. But I'd like to know in case I ever need to use it.
Yeah, I don't have one
in
of
a
those.
pinch.
Is this one of those magic technology things?
No, it's a Steve thing. Me and Steve don't get along.
Fair enough.
Why not?
I
Is he too dense for you?
I almost killed him once.
Because he's too dense for you?
No, I gave him pizza.
Anyways, moving on.
Evidently, he can't eat.
He can't eat.
Period.
Yeah.
Did
Didn't
he
know
not? Didn't he not realize that when he was eating pizza?
that. No.
So he didn't know.
He realized it as he choked on the pizza. Yeah.
And that's why you don't get along? How is it either of you were supposed to know?
Well,
Or did you know
no one
beforehand,
could
too?
give him the Heimlich, so I kicked him really hard in the chest
I've been giving him the
in
Heimlich.
order to
I'm strong.
dislodge it. I saw.
Yeah.
Good throw.
Thanks.
Well,
Halfway decent catch.
Well, yeah, I only caught half of them.
Hence the halfway decent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll reach out to you and give you guys updates as I find it. But please keep any word of me surviving.
So you don't want your son to know that you're alive.
Not yet.
Do you at least want to lift up the grounding on the house? Or we could just say, ooh, spooky shit happened.
I can't. Not yet. Otherwise, he'll know.
But we need more axes. More axes.
Go through the channels. You guys will. I'll see what I can do. That's all I can say.
All right.
I know you guys have a chaperone. I had to do my best to not to be seen by your chaperone.
Do you not get along with him as well?
He reports to the UN. If he sees me, gigs up.
Well, quick question for you. Did the explosion of the station, by chance, seem to be... what's the term? What's the term?
Horrible?
No.
Deadly?
No. Sabotage.
Hot.
That's what it is.
No.
No?
It was a plasma sun being created inside of the space station.
But you still don't think it was sabotage.
No, they showed up. I don't know how they got the...
Wait, what's the plasma sun?
They appeared in the space station, so we don't know how that happened.
No, what is the plasma sun?
So it's a big thing of plasma, a big ball. Sort of like the sun, but smaller.
Right.
That's what he created.
he created a sun.
Plasma from Belial.
Didn't know there was a guy named Plasma from Belial.
I'm sorry.
You guys
I'm so
should have
sorry.
access to
This
the
is-
files.
We do.
He
We
is
do.
really dense.
Apologize.
It's our... Not as bad as Steve. We're good.
Okay. I mean, so dense that he might actually ruin your
Sandbag.
surprise. So I'm a little worried.
Try to keep it as long as you can. I'm cutting out. I was really hoping that I had led you guys far enough away that you wouldn't have found me, but you guys are a little bit more studious than I thought.
On certain things.
Boots.
Did he call me Steve? I'm not Steve.
I know. You're Sandbag.
Yeah.
I go out to shake his hand. And, I mean, that's all I was trying
Yep.
to do is just shake his
Yep. He
Slip
shakes
a
your hand.
tracker on him.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, criminal scum.
That's right. If anyone asks you, you were tracking a criminal. Just remember
Exactly.
that. And
See, I catch on. Jerk.
he turns and steps off the building that you're on.
Cool.
He got away.
Seconds too late.
So since I'm on a building, I just kind of go to the edge. Do I see the blockade from here?
Yeah, you guys are about 4 blocks on down the road, but not in the same direction you're going. You're going this way, and now you sort of went diagonally this way. But you do see a blockade. It's a different one, but you do see a blockade.
Do I see anything suspicious around the blockade?
I don't know.
Hi.
He's got
roll
eagle
a perception
eyes.
Question for you. Does falling from a building and trying to land on your feet count as kinetic absorption?
roll. Yes, it does.
Okay, cool.
10.
Does also creating a seismic, or
No,
whatever they're called. Like, it won't create a seismic thing if
I did not say it would not create a tremor.
Tremor.
It would stop the kinetics as they hit your body.
Ah.
So the impact against your body is what gets absorbed. Any outward expansion because you're hitting something else, those will still go through that.
Okay.
But as far as damage to you gets absorbed,
What's the
it's important to note that.
what's the material that the structure is made out of then?
The building that you're on? Brick.
Brick. Okay.
I rolled a 10.
From what you can tell, nothing. I mean, other than the fact that there's a roadblock and there's people that need help, and you do see some ambulances, and you do see some people talking, and there, one of the police officers down there is like radio in, and talks to them a little bit more, and radios in, and eventually lets the ambulances through. But
Okay.
it's just weird that there's one there. So aside from the fact that there is one there, that's the weirdest part of it.
Yeah.
Ready to go down?
Yeah. Let's do it.
No. Never mind.
What'd you roll?
7. But it was a 7 to jump, but I don't know if I want to now.
Okay. Too late. Do you grab him and jump, or just jump?
Well, I was thinking about grabbing him, but also like tossing him up a little bit so he doesn't land at the same time I do.
Okay.
So that way I can catch him in case something bad happens. I was actually thinking about that before I even rolled. So.
Okay. Okay.
So,
So he grabs you, tosses you up in the air a little bit, and jumps. And then he hits the ground pretty hard.
Okay. Do I just does it knock the wind out of me?
Roll to catch him, because I'm assuming that's why you wanted to hit the ground first.
yeah, 10.
Okay. So he jumps. He tosses you up. He jumps. You see him, instead of doing like the hero 3-point landing thing, he actually lands in like almost a crouch. And as he does, it's like you take 1 health. You do feel the absorption. You feel the ground tremble a little bit. You sort of land that way because you're like, oh, gotta catch him. So you're like, boom. You don't take any damage from hitting him.
Okay. My hero.
I'll give you a
friend.
little smooch on the cheek.
Meanwhile, Trevor,
Huh.
what is your character doing?
Yeah, so, the thing about that, God, that's such a hard and terrible voice to do.
Right? Why do you think I picked you? I mean,
We're gonna take the mask off, but not fully. We're just gonna take it off so it's not actually, like, attack. Yeah.
Someone makes you out by just your mouth. You're like, oh!
well, I mean, his mouth is visible.
No, that's what I'm saying. Someone makes
It's
you out
just,
just by
it's
your
just
mouth.
the way that it's superhero science on how it's distorting his voice. How's it doing? Who knows superhero science?
It doesn't make any sense. So Dixie got her dog back.
Yep.
So that's good. Timothy, I don't think we're gonna be needing that dog. I found it.
Very good, sir. I will quit my query now.
Which you guys would also technically hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, I didn't know you had one of these, Timothy.
I'm in the house, sir. The house was rigged by the knights, so that if they needed something that they may have forgotten at home, that I might be able to bring them.
Wait, I thought it was rigged by Darkbolt, though, the earpieces.
The network it's using, sir.
What's a network? Okay.
You're chasing someone right now. You had your fucking 15 minutes of fame.
We are at this
Yeah,
moment, we
Y'all are
busy.
busy.
Okay.
I will let the others know about the structure that Andrew Andrews has created. For those who are conscious and ambulatory, if they would like to get to a position that they don't have to be near the fire for, I'll let them know that emergency services are on their way. Please don't evacuate in case they need your cooperation or to make sure that you're in good health.
Okay, so you're saying that to people that are over there and saying...
Yeah. I'm going to Venom
Okay.
and
Okay, cool.
telling
Spidey
people,
boy.
to spread the word about the safe location they can go to and to wait around until emergency services have told them they can leave.
Okay, and so those two cosplayers will actually help you spread the word, so it goes pretty quick. About this point, you're done, preacher.
One of these
Preacher.
days.
You're done with the healing. You actually do hear some ambulances starting to come and roll up as your guys are getting people directed away. And you do manage to get all of the people that were critically injured at a stable level. So where they might be a little wounded, but they're not dying.
Well, that was pretty tiring.
You look around and you see the two cosplayers helping spread the word of a place that people could go and rest and recuperate that's away from the fire. And you see Mongoose sort of doing the rounds as well and trying to get people that are able to move moving. And sort of corralled into one place.
And I'll help move them if they need help walking.
Well,
No, I was meaning like as opposed to people with broken legs or broken backs or things like that,
Yeah, that's why I said ambulatory.
Yep.
well, that's a pretty big fire. Was it catching?
It's.
do we have any sand?
It is spreading.
Shut up.
You do see it. You do see it spreading.
It's my turn.
So it's gotten a little bit bigger. The diameter went from about 25 feet to closer to 40 feet at this point.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, Lord Almighty, please extinguish this fire. As its time is done, it's time to put it out.
Which ability are you trying to use for that one? I'm guessing your street magic?
Why, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
Thoughts and prayers?
Thoughts and prayers. Please, God, help me out.
That's a 13.
Okay, so instead of going out, it actually seems to be more or less contained. A slight breeze picks up to sort of keep it within that 40-foot range as opposed to outside of it. You do feel a slight breeze pick up, Trevor. It's kind of an interesting breeze near the fire that no matter where you're standing, it just sort of pulls you like
In?
well, not in, but it sort of contains the flame. So there's a almost semi-tornado-like effect, but not strong enough to be considered a tornado or dust devil. And so anyone that can move would not get sucked in.
Oh no, I meant like a fire tornado.
Yeah, no, not yet. It just started to contain it. It's a weird pressure system. That's the best way to describe it. It's not really a tornado-like, but it's more of a wall-like breeze. It's not natural. Let me put it that
No.
way. It's not a natural kind of breeze that you've ever felt.
Huh. Well,
Different parts of the air is moving different ways. At your feet, it's blowing away. At the top, it's pulling toward. It's just kind of weird. It's a weird weather pattern.
cool. Hey, I don't have eyes. Is there any sand nearby? Like a lot of sand? Preacher?
Unless there's any construction going on, then no. This is all concrete
I'm
and
going
glass.
to listen for construction sounds. 9.
High or low?
High.
No. No construction sounds at all. The sounds you do hear and feel, though, are ambulances pulling up.
Those are good sounds.
And you do hear some of the EMTs getting on the radio. Hey, can someone let the fire crew know that there's a really big fire out here?
Oh, and bring sand.
Oh, bring sand. Okay, and bring sand. Why sand?
It's a chemical fire.
Oh, there's a really big chemical fire. Trying to snuff it out again. Okay, roll.
Runs a 16.
Okay, and at that attempt, it actually starts getting smaller. See, that's amazing. It looks like the chemicals might be. Yeah, just bring some stuff.
Of course, I'm going to play this up because
Of course.
As the
Of
force.
I can do anything. Who are you? I am Preacher. Okay, so
Was that on camera?
with that 16, by the time the fire crew gets there, you'll have it mostly down to a smaller blaze, campfire size, by the time they come there to help put it out. High or low?
Low.
Yes, that's on camera. All of it was on camera.
Good
Nice.
press. Good
Every
publicity.
single thing except the things you don't want to
Especially-
on camera.
I know.
Especially the him just reaching his hand up and closing it around it and the fire dwindling. That was like. And also another thing arriving that you're noticing is more camera crews are starting to come out of the woodwork.
Okay.
Because as the cameraman and the anchor are determined, have decided that they're good enough to hobble back out there, they are doing so. Some of them are actually.
The box. You found the box.
I did.
Where
I
was
did. I'll explain in a minute. So some of them are doing interviews with the other victims or the innocent bystanders, but there are a few that are trying to get the story to see how you guys are reacting to things.
And I'm going to tell the ambulance people about both the shelter area as well as the people that we had earlier tried to move, were told not to move, and other people that we were able to put into more or less a seated position. I don't know all of what he's been doing because I've
Yeah.
been looking for a dog.
Yeah, and so there are, thank you, and they sort of spread the word and they get working, and we are going to take our break at this point. So bear with us while we go step out and do what we need to do. For those of us that need to do things.
Imagine
and-
it'll be like less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably about 15 minutes or so. So we'll see you in a few. Stay where you are. We are back. Thank you guys for bearing with us while we took a quick break. So I forgot to pull up that list. So we will talk about that next stream. We'll come up with a list and hopefully we'll have it narrowed down and we can do a random pick. We'll spin a wheel to determine what the name of the role-playing game will be.
Also, explain where you found that. The box.
Oh, yeah. So the box, this vanished after the last session. While we were cleaning up, we couldn't find this box. Ooh, I know it's just a dice box or what we were using to hold our pieces in, our statuses in. By the way, the statuses were made by Old Town Square Designs.
Which we found while searching for said box.
Which we found for searching for said box. There is their Etsy. EtsyShop.com/Old Squire Designs or Instagram @Old Squire Designs. They make some wonderful status pieces, and I would recommend anyone that needs to have them or would like to have those for their minis to hit them up. They will make custom ones. So now that I've got their contact info again, I will definitely be doing that. But the box, it just appeared while cleaning.
Where?
It appeared on my chair. So my chair was collapsed behind me, and while we were cleaning, we turned around and it was sitting on top of the chair.
George.
Not sure who put it there. Chuck said he didn't have any idea. But yeah, so it appeared.
I think it was George.
I think it was George.
I think George got mad that his character got melted, so he's like, I'm taking this.
Well, no, I think it may have fallen into one of his bags, and he found it, and when he was here cleaning, he just set it there. And I'm guessing I'll talk to George about it later, but anyway.
I think he got mad.
So there is that. So welcome back to the stream. What?
The Traveler.
The Traveler. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that one. Now, which Traveler? Anyway.
Sleepless Joe.
Sleepless Joe. Darn Sleepless Joe.
Yeah, that was his for rent.
So we'll just sort of pick up where we left off. What do you guys do?
He thought it had his rent money in it.
Even though
This is
it's
yours, right?
clear. Completely clear.
So I think me and
Because it's like really close.
me and Jonah are probably gonna head back to the town
Okay.
hall.
Okay.
Wait, we just dropped to the fire trucks. You don't want to talk to them about what they were doing?
Oh, I guess we could.
I mean, that was the whole point of us coming over here in the first place.
No, actually, I was just saying I was gonna go move the.
Okay, well, you can go back. I'll talk to them.
No, I'll stay with you.
Okay, so you guys go walking up to the people there,
Yeah, well, not necessarily the people. Well,
to
More
the
like
people in
the-
charge, or
Yeah, just see if I
that's
can.
what I meant. Okay. As you come walking up, the guy that was like talking, the cop that was talking on his radio, sees you guys walk up. Hi, can I help you?
So,
The Rooks, right?
yeah, we're the Rooks.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This whole press conference.
Yeah.
was for us. Why was there a block?
Fire marshal said that there was some big thing going on. We probably should restrict access to it for motor vehicles just in case bad things happen.
Even emergency vehicles with their lights on.
There was some confusion, yeah. So we got to the bottom of that and we're letting them in. Obviously, the ambulances are
Well,
getting let in.
why were there any police over there in the first place?
Because no one asked for police, no one paid for the police to be there, so we...
But it was paid for you to be blocking off the...
Yeah, because of the fire marshal. Put a request into the city.
What's his name?
Joe Burnett.
Wow, the way that he said that name makes it sound not important.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's not familiar with him. I mean, not all fire departments are familiar with their fire marshal. You know how that works, right?
Fair
I'm just
enough.
saying.
I mean, I'm a cop. I'm not a firefighter, so... You
Oh,
know.
you're a cop. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't see through all
Sorry,
of
what was
that.
your name, officer?
Officer Davenport.
All right.
Ryan, you're a dick.
Pleasure to meet you,
Badge number,
Sandbag.
Officer Davenport.
You're just making
Yeah,
John make stuff up, that's all.
532-1542.
You're a dick.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again? I was writing it down. I didn't fully get it down.
532-1542.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I heard it over Quasi yelling at me, too.
Stop making trouble for the GOD.
I was the officer in charge of this part of the roadblock.
Gotcha.
So,
Do you know
yeah.
if he by chance got his orders from someone else?
I have no idea. You'd probably have to talk to the fire marshal.
Do you know if he has a number I can reach him at, or perhaps where his office is?
I do not have any idea.
Okay. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, not a problem.
I'll be sure to report you, Officer
How's
Davenport.
everything down there? I heard some like fire, some explosions.
Yeah.
Sort of glad we did stop, traffic from getting down there because that could have been horrible.
Could have been. Could have also been helpful to have the fire department there because there's a big fire going.
Yeah, no, they're being let through some of the others.
Right.
Some of the other barricades. So this one is.
As well as an ambulance.
Yeah.
Are they aware
several
that it's
ambulances
a
got through.
napalm fire?
It's a napalm fire?
Right? Do we what time?
Is it a?
I got established that it was napalm.
Did you
He
say
did not
over the
say it
mic?
over the mic.
No.
He said chemical fire to the EMT.
Backing up a little
He
bit.
did not say
Okay.
chemical fire.
It's a
to us.
chemical fire.
He didn't say chemical fire to us at all.
No, I didn't talk to you guys.
Yeah.
But I thought you were saying over mic.
No.
No.
The only
No,
thing he
he
said
turned
over
his
mic
mics
was
off.
to
I talked to the
Timothy.
EMT.
Okay.
We're gonna back it up. There's a big fire there.
Yeah, no. Some fire crews are coming in. There's been reports that it's some sort of chemical fire. So they're sending specialty crews in.
Okay. This thing was burning on asphalt, and it looked pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't. That's not me.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
right. All right. Well,
But don't worry, I'll make sure no crowd gets through here
yeah.
Well, we appreciate that.
or any other press.
Well, you might
wasn't
want to
already
let
there.
press in
You might
to
also
show the heroics of the fire department, mostly. Because I think it's only smart.
You're
to-
such a narcissist.
Roll a persuasion roll on that one.
I think I even have.
I believe you do.
Silver
Yeah,
tongue.
I think I have silver tongue.
That's an advantage. I believe you also have like acting or fine arts or some sort of persuasive
Oh,
skill.
I know I have it. Silver tongue. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. 17.
Sure. I will start letting the press through then. Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
Only
Appreciate
a
it.
shame our boys in blue couldn't be there.
We're doing our best to make sure. Yeah, I'll start letting press through. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Anything else I could help you guys with?
No, we appreciate your help, Officer Davenport, badge number 154192, whatever it was.
It was 5341542.
That.
What are you doing on our line? Did you hear everything we said?
He has exceptional hearing, don't you remember? Literally channeling your hearing just for that one conversation.
Okay.
I did turn my mics back on.
So then you guys head back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you guys back at the site, the EMTs sort of take over and start triaging and helping people out. What do you two do? I mean, there's all sorts of press there, starting to clamor. Oh, not all sorts, but there's some press there. And they are starting to film. You see people standing in front, and this horrible devastation that happened in just moments as the press conference started.
I apologize. Just one more thing before that all starts. I'm just going to throw Bill over my shoulder and then run back towards the thing while we're talking to the police officer. Too.
Ego.
Okay. And so you guys would be hearing that. You'd hear the various news reporters.
Ego!
The various news reporters talking about what had happened. All sorts of speculation about what really happened. Each of them seems to have a slightly different take about what happened and the order of things that occurred.
I'll converse with some of the emergencies, the first responders, and ask if there's anything else I can do to help.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Fantastic. I go and I sit on the steps of City Hall.
Okay. What are you doing, Quasi?
I'm assuming that the fire department has put out the napalm fire.
Yeah, so the fire departments are pulling up. They're not the big trucks; they're actually the small pickup-sized trucks that are pulling in, and they're getting out
The battalion.
different kinds of chemicals to put it out with and things like that. But they test a few things, and they eventually do completely get it out while you're sitting there holding it back.
All right. Go to the medical crew and say,
Okay.
I think I took care of all the critically injured people that I could save. Is there anybody else that needs special attention?
Are you a doctor?
Go to like one of the people there and heal him.
Roll.
Oh, it's a 15.
Yeah, sure. We could start sending people to you. Do you want us to like put you like in a lineup and just sort of start sending people your way?
Triage me.
Perfect, great. And so they, a couple of people, a couple of EMTs pull you aside, and they start setting up, a little line, makeshift line to get people going through, you to get healing. I'm just going to use that same roll for all of them.
I'm going to pretend to be fatigued because there's no
got a headache.
fatigue
Get out of here. Well, there is. If you use your power way too much, in too short of a time, you will start getting tired.
I'm gonna play it up just so that evil people looking at me will say, ah.
Okay.
You know how that is?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a son bitch.
I'm sorry, you're a song a bit.
Fair enough.
Some a bitch.
Some of
Fair
it.
enough. Okay, so as that's going on, you guys do come back, and you would see the fire crew putting out the last of the fire. You would see Preacher healing people. It looks like the EMTs are sort of sending the more injured people to him first, and there's like a line that they're sort of forming, and they're treating the people that they can to sort of offload some of that off of Preacher. You see Mongoose sitting on the steps of City Hall.
We go.
You'd see quite a few different news reporters there, each of them seeming to be covering the stuff.
I
that
only
they,
imagine
Sorry,
that
laughing
while
at the
I'm
music.
while you're carrying me, I'm going like this. I'm going, Eagle!
See, also what I'm thinking is I carry you over the shoulder, so you're one side, like your legs are this way, your hands are this way. You're just like eagle
Fair enough.
sideways.
And so I'm just like going like this, and just a big old goofy smile. And then when you place me down, I just get professional again. And how's everything going over here?
We're staying out of the way.
Okay, cool. What happened
When?
when we left? Did you find the dog?
Yes.
Good.
Did you not hear? I talked to Timothy.
God, I don't remember it anymore.
That fire.
Yes, there's a lot that happened while we were gone that I need to pull you and the preacher aside for when everything calms down.
No. Bad
I mean,
idea.
right now I'm kind of already aside.
Yeah, I need more aside.
Bad idea.
and
You want
right
to walk
about
into
then,
City Hall?
right about then, you hear a big commotion around like where the fire crews are working on the fires. And it's like the news people are like, "Oh my God!" as Darkbolt sits up. Hey guys, what happened?
You're welcome.
He's
God.
up and floats over towards you guys.
Yeah, okay, just take a load off. We're staying out of the way.
Okay, I am.
I'm sorry, I thought I told you to not do that, please.
At the house. Yeah, we're outside. I'm a hero.
didn't say
I'm a
it.
superhero. I'm floating. That's what I do.
If you came back to life, Dustin,
Dustin's a
he's
puddle.
still done.
Where's Ranger?
He's a puddle.
What? Where?
Everywhere. Well, yeah, we're there.
You see some fire crews like spreading chemicals on it to dissolve to
Absorb.
to absorb the acid.
Get the kitty litter out.
Oh no!
Yeah,
He actually seems distraught. He's like, I know I hated the guy, but damn,
yeah, the dragon hawked loogie on him
they can do that.
as she was flying away, which is kind of hilarious. Because she like turned around and just right on him.
I thought the notes about her was that she was fire power, not acid. Man, we really need to update those files.
Maybe. Maybe it was a different person.
Maybe it was a different dragon.
Maybe. I mean, how many people called Dragon can there be?
Well, my brother is named Dragon, and that wasn't him.
Whoa, wait. Your brother's a dragon?
Yes.
Well,
Like a
he's a
physical
named
dragon?
dragon. Is he actually a dragon?
Maybe it was just a typo. I don't know. I'll look over those files
Maybe
later.
it was Dragoon.
Maybe. Yeah. So,
Or
what's the plan?
Draken.
Well, we're
Stay out of the way.
We're gonna stay here to help if they need it. We have the preacher. Looks like he's healing people over there, which is good.
I found a dog.
Found a dog.
It was missing.
Okay.
We found out that the fire marshal put the blockades out there.
Why would the fire marshal put a blockade out?
They're saying they're wanting to keep it kind of clear in case something went down, which Interesting.
It
Well,
would
that
seem
makes
a little
sense because
off
that
to me,
way,
too,
like
because
people just driving by aren't gonna get hit by I don't know an acid dragon.
If they knew that was gonna come,
I mean, it seemed
If they
kind
knew
of
that was
odd
gonna
to
be
me
here?
too because it was fire trucks, right, instead of cop cars that were
There
blockaded.
were fire trucks at one of the blockades were fire trucks, yes.
Was it all
The other one,
blockades?
there was some cop cars and stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it from this perspective, right? They know Belial exists. They know Belial probably hates us.
Right, but what's odd is the fact that no police were recruited to come and maintain a perimeter around this.
Well, did anybody
Escapade.
ask for the police to be involved?
Darkbolt's like, I didn't realize
I-
that's something you have to do.
I didn't think that we'd have to do it because sure we called the press conference, but
And what were the
It's
police going to
also-
do if
at the steps of City Hall
what
in a city,
what are the police going to
With
do
event. maintain
against
order.
against Belial?
Well, maintain order, escort people to safety. We were kind of preoccupied, unfortunately.
Start shooting? Sorry.
Probably not that idea. I mean, I only tried to shoot at the dragon. She was 10 feet tall.
Right, and do you think bullets would have worked really well? Did they work well?
Did
Well,
know
no
this
bullets
ahead
were
of time?
fired, so I don't know. Actually, no. One bullet was fired. So, yes.
Blue says it was mighty effective.
Who's blue?
My gun.
Don't
Your gun
remember him
has a
telling us
name?
that? He listens to his... You said you listened to your gun, right? Or you talked to your gun?
Yeah, there's a demon in my gun.
Okay,
I
so,
mentioned this
I
like
don't-
what felt like a month ago.
Was this when I was missing?
Oh yeah, huh. There's a demon in my gun. No, I had this conversation too.
In the elevator just a few days ago.
It felt like a month ago.
By now, there's a demon in his gun that he talks to.
Oh, how are you
Same
feeling, Bill?
Yeah, I'm better now.
Shadow Fox, I mean, come on, we're
Sorry.
in public. The cameras, they might be able to read your lips.
I put my arm over your shoulder and just.
I put my arm over your... Or my hand over your lips so they don't read your lips.
How are you feeling, Fox?
Much better, monkey.
Mongoose?
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. You were close. Sorry. It's okay. You were close. I gotta get used to that. I apologize.
So anyway,
So where do you think we should start
are
to
there any
find out?
press actually coming up to us?
Not yet. They're sort of
Was I even
keeping their
aware?
distance at this point. I mean, you can hear them talking, as I mentioned, so you know that they're there.
Was I even aware of the dude who was filming me look for the dog?
No, not at all.
Cool.
That guy was quiet.
Yeah,
The only one who seemed to be aware of him was Bill Cinder.
I needed to make sure that any footage of us was good.
I mean, any official footage. I mean,
Yeah.
people with cell phones were taking
I
footage
mean,
too.
so long as no one got you unsnapping a snapped neck, we might be okay.
I was fixing it. He's right here, guys. I only helped.
So what's the next step? I mean, obviously we need to get Preacher over here.
Well,
I feel like the fire marshal was a weird move, so I think maybe talking to him might be a decent idea, but I don't know. I know I'm not the smartest in the group, so I'd like to get your all's opinion about
I
that
think
too.
we should once all this is settled and kind of calm, we should go back to the office or to the mansion.
So Shadow Fox, what do you think about a funeral?
I mean, we could flush the toilet. That's fine.
No, it's one of ours died at a press conference of our announcing.
Oh, that's right. We care about him.
I figured we probably should do something to like show the world that we're good people.
Okay.
Right.
I've got a,
Have like a televised funeral or something.
I've actually got a good idea. Televised
Open
funeral
casket?
for him, as well as
Put it in a jar.
Open jug?
televised funeral for him, as well as attending the funerals of all who died here.
Oh,
Did
there's
anybody die?
yeah. I mean, I'm looking, and there's like
It's about 8 people, I think.
Oh wow.
bodies that the fire crew. are
We
dealing
can
with.
have a wake.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Sure.
I think it would definitely be smart to do
I get to
something
drink in
for
No.
the,
No, you're too
um,
young.
Professional. No Irishman
home?
drinking either.
Excuse you, it's awake.
Yes, but we're also being
It's
professional.
awake.
We
Right.
should definitely do
We're being
something for the
professional.
people who were slain here. That'll be great publicity.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, we could
Yeah,
send
for
out
the
a
funeral.
tweet, but that sounds less personable.
Why wouldn't we just talk to one of these camera people?
No, we should also attend to the convert.
So who's going to talk to the camera people?
I think that'd be us, right?
Well, yeah, but I think
Camera
maybe
people!
one person in general.
Camera people!
So you.
I think
Crazy
one
roll
person in general,
perception roll.
Mr. Conversational.
Okay, so you're healing people, and then you suddenly hear Mongoose. Oh, camera people! Camera people! And you see the four of them sort of standing there.
What are you doing?
Oh,
And
What
some
are you
people are
doing?
starting to. Some people with cameras are starting to come
Oh,
over.
we're gonna hold a wake for all the people who died.
Fuck no.
Why
Right.
not?
Because you're gonna invite the whole city of Los Angeles?
anybody who can make it?
No. That's inviting Belial to come and
Well, what do you
disrupt the
suggest?
wake again.
What do you suppose we should do for those who were slain today?
Well,
Because I think a wake is in order.
that's because you're a damn fool Irishman.
Oh, but what about Ranger?
We can have a ceremony that's not public. If you want to have a recording, that's fine. We can release it on the internet or something.
They're worried we're bad people. So we need to
Actually, I
look
think
good.
for you know.
Look, you
publicity
fucking
reasons.
mongoose. I've been healing people for the better part of an hour. I'm tired. I'm irritable.
Aren't you closer
and-
to the press? I think they can hear you.
Yeah, this priest is kind of.
Shut up.
As can everyone coming
I've
to
been
get
saving
healed.
lives, and you are.
Like, steps away.
Heal and talk.
I'm going to
heal
give
and
him
talk.
the grace of being able to step away because he is used to giving performances. So
So you know what? Right now is not the time. Actually, tell him right now it's too close to a moment of grief. So we will contact the press later. Once we've had time to figure out what to do. Don't tell them that, but we will contact them later because now is not the time. Click.
Got it.
You can't even hang this up.
so the people, so you get like four press people. One of them says CNN on the side of it.
I can't tell that.
Yeah, I'm letting the sighted people know.
And make sure to leave my thing on so he can hear what we're saying.
Okay.
Okay.
That means you have to be holding it.
Right.
No, my thing I can just.
Yeah,
I mean, you
his glasses are different than your guys' earpieces.
Oh,
Yeah. Feel free to correct me if I say something stupid.
By the way, I think you should be the one doing the talking because I think he can only hear you if you have that on.
Fantastic. Hi. Hello.
Start clamoring. So what are you guys' take? I mean, they just start talking over themselves as they're all like
One at a time,
pointing,
please.
pointing microphones up. So what's your take on this today?
Well, it's clear that Belial sees us as a threat, and I feel that after we take some time to assess what has happened here and the situation, then we're gonna go ahead and decide on our next move.
Unfortunately, it's been a terrible tragedy, as many people here, including one of our own, have lost their lives.
Los Angeles Gazette. What do you think about? What are you guys going to do about your fallen comrade?
Well, it's very near right now to
We're gonna take
To
some
our
time
hearts
and
as
we're
well
gonna
as-
and we're gonna gather ourselves, and in private we're going to figure out what we want to do about that. This is still too sudden, too soon for us to have made a decision on that.
Were there any thoughts about you guys possibly dying your own mortality before you guys decided to don your super suits and make a public appearance?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Did you have any thoughts about your own mortality before you guys put on your super suits?
Are you
this
asking if we
morning?
were scared to die?
Well, yes, quite frankly.
I ain't ever scared to die.
it's one of those things that you have to take into account if you're going to make such a big commotion, such as a press conference, knowing that you're going to be the face against the villains, so to speak. And so it is a lot of thought and a lot of just internal thinking that we had to do as an individual before we decided to put these masks on and make a stand.
One of the other, the CNN guy goes, any thoughts? Did you guys think about any possibility that Belial was going to show up before you guys made your announcements?
Of course, it's always...
No comment. You can't hear him.
Of course, we always know it's a possibility that something like that could happen. Unfortunately, there's only so much you can do to prep and screen everybody who's going to be in attendance in a city.
Follow-up question, what precautions did you guys take in preparation for that eventuality?
Oh, well.
Unfortunately, I don't know if...
Oh, God.
I don't think we should comment at this time, unfortunately. It's.
So you took no precautions at all?
I didn't say that. What I am saying is we are grieving at the moment, and we're unfortunately having that preoccupy our minds right now. So I do apologize. I think that's us being done with questions for now, but we might be able to come back at a later point in time.
And they start rattling out, there's a couple more people, and Darkwold's like, okay, I think we're done. Thank you. And they sort of press her. Starts retreating a little bit, each of them talking about their own assumptions and assertions about what has happened and about your guys' answers.
Can I just say the real heroes today were those people who weren't as blessed as ourselves to have magic talking guns.
You know who the real heroes should have been?
Who were
us.
I mean, I'm just saying they risked their lives to help us without having powers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, do me a favor. Just start answering the most bizarre questions, just out loud, just as if you're actually talking to somebody, and make sure that he could hear it. Okay?
So we gotta be talking with our earpieces on?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. I think that there's a threat is imminent, and I invite any villain to come fight us. Who's next question?
In fact, we will absolutely be ready for any.
Talking to the press again?
No, we're just talking to ourselves, but with our mic on for him.
Okay.
So all you hear is
I'm pretty sure he can see us.
Well, the press is still kind of nearby, right?
Yeah, they are backing up a little bit, giving you guys some room while they're doing their spec. It's sort of like they do.
No, see, the most important part of the costume isn't the mask, really. It's the underwear.
If they're near us, would we really want to be saying this out loud?
I mean, we're just
someone we're having a conversation.
We're just
with
spouting nonsense.
Yes. But the press can still pick up on that.
What precautions did you take? Well, I wore my lucky underwear.
John, I'm turning it off because I got lives to say.
Yeah, okay. So it's going to take you like another half hour to treat all the people they send to you versus the ones that they treat themselves. Mm-hmm. So you're doing that. Darkbolt goes, but seriously, guys, what do you think we should do next? I mean...
No, I wasn't lying when I said I think we should, gather everything that we have and go back to the mansion and figure out our next step.
Okay. Anyone want to stay with Preacher? And the rest of us could just take off then.
I'll stay with Preacher, but why would we want to take off?
Timothy?
Because we're drawing a crowd and press. And I think
crowd's going to be drawn regardless of how many people are here. In regards to us, I mean.
But if we're less visible, we would be doing more. We'd be doing less to attract the crowd. There's 4 of us standing here doing nothing. Meanwhile.
And Timothy?
Yes, sir.
I don't know exactly what the number is or any of the identities of the people who died here today, but do you think it would be possible for us to arrange sending like flowers as tokens of or something, some sort of like a gift basket or
money,
flowers or money or something like that to the families of those who lost people here today as a token of our remorse?
That sounds like a marvelous idea. So I'm sure you could arrange that if you wanted.
Perhaps handwritten letters would also be good too.
As far as the exact numbers, I don't believe those have been all quite
not yet,
tabulated.
but I mean, like, I don't even know because I can't see any of it.
Ah, right, sir. That does sound like an amazing idea, and I'm sure that you could do that if you wished.
In other words, you're abusing Timothy's services.
That's fine. Could we order like 50 candles?
Butler, he's somebody else's butler.
I could definitely place the order, sir. Do you have a credit card you want me to put that on?
A what?
Method of payment, sir.
Definitely not.
On that note, Timothy, start a GoFundMe.
Yes, we are poor superheroes living in a mansion with chauffeurs to drive us around town.
Next time I'm in the mansion, I'm just gonna ask him for 50 candles and see how that works.
First world superhero problems.
I have a fair amount of money on me that keeps getting replenished somehow. So,
Somehow.
yeah, it's a long story.
Is it blue?
Blue, is this you? Do
No,
you
it's
keep
green.
sending me
It's money.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You're blind. How do you know? No, I'm kidding.
So send $20,000 to each one of the members who died, the family who died from my account.
Very well, sir. I will arrange that.
$20,000. Jesus.
Once we know the names, of course, sir.
No, of course, yes.
Of course.
Speaking of which, I was going to ask, is there any EMT nearby us?
You'd have to walk over. They're all pretty busy triaging and helping people.
And we're staying out of the way.
Yes.
No, I get that. Is there any cops near us?
No. There's no police officers in
Fire
the
department?
general area.
Fire department.
Yes, there are some fire crew.
So I'm just going to ask one to come over real quick if they're not too busy, because I'm
Fire
figuring
crew
they're probably
has
done with the...
paramedics.
High or low?
Hi.
So there are a few helping out with the medics, but there is one guy, actually like 3 or 4 of them, that are not helping out with the medics. They look to be higher up in the chain of command amongst the fire crews. One of them looks over and walks over. Hey, can I help you?
Yeah, I was just... I wanted to ask. I figured you might not be the best person to ask, probably one of the medical crew. But anyways, we were wanting to try to help the people who were injured as well as those who lost their lives. Is there any way we might be able to just get a list of their names so that way we can send them our condolences, flowers?
I would recommend touching base with City Hall once that information gets made public.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you
I
very
mean, the
much.
building's right there. You could probably go out.
Is it? I actually said that.
Yeah. Anything else I could help you out with?
No, I didn't know that City Hall would actually give that information.
Well, they're the ones that handle disseminating information to the news.
And if it's
So
not
I'm sure.
disseminated to the news, then who would we contact at that point to try to
Well,
send
City Hall disseminates the information out to the public,
it? Okay.
so you'd probably want to talk to them. Mayor's office, I believe.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your help. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. He walks off.
Wait, so we did our whole conference in front of City Hall? I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we were here the whole time.
Well, I knew we were here, but I didn't know that it was in front of the City Hall. Jeez.
On the steps, even.
Yeah.
No, I knew that too. Just not in front of City Hall. Jeez.
To be
Well, the
fair, for the
steps
last
are
20
in front of
minutes, I thought we
City-
were in Comic-Con, so...
Wait,
Okay.
Yeah,
what
sure,
did you
did
think
say
the
that.
sign
So
on the
are we going
building
or
behind us that
staying?
said City
going.
Hall?
Okay, I'll meet you guys back at the manor.
Where are you going?
Did it?
Back to the manor as he starts flying straight up.
Oh, that's right.
Stop!
As he flies off, leaving a slight dark lightning trail from
I'm just
his
gonna turn
hands,
away real quick
pulsing.
so I don't see it.
Do I know that he's leaving?
He says, "I'll see you guys at the manor," and then you hear as he flies
And you
off.
also hear me yell
All
at
right,
him,
bye.
Stop!
Okay, well, where do we park? Oh, liaison.
Where that big metal building is.
and
Big metal
Andrew.
structure.
Yeah,
not
so
building.
you're looking over there and down one of the roads. You actually see a big webbed-looking wall made of monofilament wire. When I say webbed, it's like a webbing monofilament wire thing.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know what it looks like, so describe it more.
That's what I just did. Looks like a wall made of strings.
Okay, cool.
It's the best way to describe metal strings.
So I head to I head towards where where Andrew Andrews is.
Yeah, that's you see that wall made of strings. You see the SUV you guys arrived in. As you guys are walking up, you see him like taking some stuff from his belt and putting it on the metal wall.
What are you doing?
Tossing things up to it. I'm getting rid of the wall.
You're getting rid of the wall.
Yes, the wall must come down.
How are you getting rid of
Like
the
in
wall?
Berlin.
What are you doing?
Magnetism. Presses a button on his wrist, and you feel the air around you sort of quiver a little bit, and the whole thing just sort of collapses into a ball about this size. It's a huge wall, ball about this size.
Neat. That makes sense. Send a superhero to watch over a bunch of superheroes.
Yeah.
And
physics.
then he takes another thing out from his wrist, and he drops some liquid on it, and you see it sort of dissolve. Okay.
Wait, you don't remember? He's not a superhero. He said that.
No, I work for the United Nations. I'm not a superhero.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's go.
He's a vampire.
No, he's just a human being with magnets. Lots and lots of magnets.
Vampires can
And
use
weapons.
magnets.
Do you have weapons? You haven't shown us because you didn't help us.
It's not a United Nations authorized activity, so I couldn't.
Right.
If it was, I would have been right there with you guys, front lines, shielding people. Oh wait, you didn't do that. Anyway, hop in.
Do you have any idea what we should do to hold a funeral for a cat person?
Let's just go.
He sort of hangs his head a little bit. Unfortunately, I do.
Ooh, neat. I was thinking a wake,
Oh,
but
that's right.
apparently
You
they
have a
didn't
cat
like those
person
ideas.
in your crew, don't you?
Yeah, we do, and she's something of a big thing amongst the cat people.
Could you ask her to give us a hand in the preparations, maybe?
Yeah.
Out of the kindness of her heart, not as a UN.
Oh, it's not
authorized
going to be a
thing.
kindness of her heart thing. It's going to be a duty. But yeah, I will.
It's a dude.
Duty.
I will. Hold on. Hey, Azure. Hey, Azure. Yeah. Evidently, there was a felinoid that passed away. His name was. What was his name?
Ranger.
Dustin.
Ranger. We're around people still.
Ra-
Ranger.
Dustin. His name was Dustin.
We're around.
We're at the. He was climbing in as you guys are climbing into the SUV.
I'm gonna roll to see if I actually realize that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, you're in.
No.
Hey,
not
Preacher,
that.
do you want me to
That
stay
little one
around?
us.
Okay. Yeah. I can. We can. I'll let them know that you're coming. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. So evidently, Azure is going to show up and take charge of the funeral preparations after she tells the people that need to know. No.
Right. 2 seconds. I just need to check to see if because he's not responding to his comm, so I think I need to go and ask Preacher something real quick.
Okay.
I can go ask you for him.
No, it's okay. I'll just I
Him
can
for you
walk.
because I'm actually staying here with him, so I can ask him for you and then send it over the comms if you want to do that.
You're staying? You're not.
Yeah, I
going?
said I was going to stay. I was going to stay with him. You guys were going to go with Darkbolt back to the mansion.
Oh well, I mean,
I can ask him for you. Do you want me to ask him? You can literally come with us too if you want to do that.
how are you getting back?
Uber.
Oh.
That one girl who helped us out in Georgia, I think she might be able to help us out again.
Oklahoma
Georgia.
City.
Sorry, not Georgia. Yeah, no. Oh, OKC.
Oh.
Sorry, OKC.
It's been a while since I remembered that existed.
Oh yeah, same. That's why I got it wrong. Not because I'm forgetful. Because it's been a while.
All right. Well, if you're staying, then I guess I can go.
Do you want me to ask him a question?
No, I was just gonna ask if he wanted me to stay.
Oh, yeah, no, I offered, so I'll stay. You guys have a
So I'm just
safe
taking
ride back?
you guys.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Hop in.
Wait,
Get
I
inside.
thought we were in.
Yeah.
I thought you said we were
he
in.
wouldn't say hop in. He'd say, so I guess you're getting out.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Hop out.
All right. Slam the door shut. I'm just kidding.
He starts the car and starts driving off. Meanwhile,
Hey, Bill, how are you feeling?
Good, I guess.
Fantastic.
Awake now? Why?
10 to punch him.
Right in the face. What is your base health and what's your strength? Or martial arts, whichever's higher, Trevor.
5 is my health, and my
7.
strength is 7.
Okay, you take 2 health. As he punches you right in the kisser.
Could you explain to me why you did that?
You painted my fucking bird.
I made him better. He's a mascot now.
18.
So what, punch him again?
All right, now I'm aware. Can I say about dodging?
Yes.
13.
Okay. You go to punch him, and actually this time he parries your punch.
He pulled a jack.
It's like, whoa! I mean, you do have another attack you could do, because you do get 2 attacks.
7.
Okay. Miss.
Stay away from my bird.
I say, of course, and I put my hand on his thigh and I count down from 3.
Okay. He puts his hand on your thigh. 3, 2. Roll to parry the putting hand on the thigh.
6.
No, he puts his hand on your thigh. And 3, 2, 1. Zack! Roll.
Was that 15?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What's your total physical? What's your
7?
What's your rank of attack there, Rafa?
Oh, I have 7.
Okay. You take 2 health. As electricity courses 3. And right about now, Andrew Andrews goes, please tell me you guys didn't do this in public.
No, we're doing it in the car.
Just checking.
You're lucky we're sitting down, or I'd knee you in the nose.
Well, I'd shock you. I'd throw you out. I don't know. Figure something out. Well,
Stay
you
away
got
from
my
my
back,
fucking
right?
bird.
Anytime you need me to.
Oh, you didn't hear that. He said anytime he needs me to.
Yeah, I know. He almost. Well, actually, I don't know. He almost shot me. Just saying though, if you touch my bird again without my permission, and you try to do something like this again, I will break your arms.
Oh, right. It's like I don't even know what you're talking about.
Right. Meanwhile, you get done triaging people. A half hour passes. Jonah would walk up to you. So if you guys want to do any role play while he walks up to you, that's fine.
How you feeling, preacher?
I am dead tired.
Well, I don't know if your powers work in any sort of way to drain stuff from other people so you can get energized, but feel free to drain something from me if you need to.
No.
No? Well, I'm here for you. Do you need anything?
Bring me whiskey.
I don't know if that'd be the best idea. How about water?
Fine, give me a Diet Coke.
All right, Diet Coke it is. You want a water as well, just in case.
No.
Maybe some Gatorade? Electrolytes?
Mick, get me some caffeine.
All right, so Diet Coke and caffeine it is. You want tea? Or coffee? Or Mountain Dew?
Diet Coke.
That has caffeine in it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does.
All right, Diet Coke it is.
Yeah. So you go, you get your Diet Coke, you continue
I
healing
apologize,
people.
Diet Pop it is.
Yeah. Diet soda, Diet pop.
Diet Pop.
Well, you know, in the South, Coke is pop.
Yeah. It's generic.
All right.
Okay, so the half hour passes. You guys finish the triage. By then, the news is gone. Pretty much all the emergency crews have done what they need to. You guys are left standing on the steps of City Hall. Takes you guys about a half hour to get back to the manor because of traffic problems. On the drive, Trevor, you hear in your ear, "So what the hell you doing? Trying to kill the people saving you? How dare you?"
Did you become Scottish?
"I'm just fucking angry at you."
Who was? I'm sorry.
It's your brother.
Wait, Knight. He was protecting you? You fucking killed him.
So about that.
What the hell? I told you they wouldn't hurt you.
So about that. Unfortunately, his method of protecting me meant that I couldn't do anything to even appear to be doing my job. So I removed myself from his protection, and then
And then you killed him.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what made me snap.
Your combat rage?
I know, but I'm trying to remember what
Yeah.
made me snap.
You tried to hit him, and then you got into combat rage.
So, because I couldn't get to any of the others, I did what I had to, and then
By the way,
remember
Ruffin,
why
you can
we
hear everything he is saying, just not what's going on in his ear, because you are sitting beside him in the car.
yeah. So you know how when we fought, how I drank?
Makes no difference.
It kind of does because it makes
You had
it so
a
that
clear
what I was.
head. You killed him. You didn't even try.
I had a clear head until I snapped mentally, and that's why I drink, is so that the killing doesn't happen.
I was told to tell you that we cannot protect you no more unless you come over to us. Unless you do what we ask. Your time's up. Do what we ask or you're done. Or we're done with you. I hate to do that to you, brother. But it's out of my hands.
Well, it was out of my hands too. I couldn't really do much, and when I lost it mentally, the only thing I could see was red.
Well, I don't want to be the one to hurt you. If they send me after you, I'm gonna have to. Just know. Choice is yours. Don't use this unless it's to tell me you're joining us.
What about my bird?
No response.
We had an arrangement about the bird that was separate.
That was the whole reason we had this conversation in the first place.
The bird was a different negotiation entirely.
So, who are you talking to?
Shut up, Bill.
Well, what's going on?
Well, my brother's not happy that I killed his friend, but his friend didn't really do a good job at keeping me from everybody.
Who was your brother's friend?
The tin can.
The tin can?
Mm-hmm. It's the best description I have of him.
And you killed the tin can?
Technically, it wasn't even me.
When did you kill this tin can?
I don't know. Kinda
Hey, Rafa, this is
Kind of
something you would
blacked
have known
out.
but missed because you were here.
No, he was
He
unconscious.
was unconscious at the time.
No, but like before, he knows that like Trevor has contacts in Belial.
I actually don't think he does.
No,
I think
he
the only-
doesn't. That was made. You guys told that to Andrew Andrews, and Bill Sender was down with Darkbolt. the whole
I thought
time
he was
planning this.
monitoring the whole conversation.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I think I brought it up at breakfast. No, I brought it up in the car on the ride.
Oh, okay. Okay, so never mind. It was mentioned on the car, so you would know that
Okay.
he's got Belial contacts.
Yeah, that's right, because I told
But
him
you
to
don't know
contact
who
him.
his Belial contacts are because he didn't go into depth. He just says, "I've got contacts at Belial, like my brother." So you know his brother is a Belial agent
And the carnival.
in the carnival.
Apparently.
I actually don't think he told them the carnival.
No, I
right?
don't think he did.
I might not
He
have.
told me the carnival, I know
Yes,
that, but I don't
yes.
think he told everyone else.
If I told you, I probably told
No,
everyone.
because I think you told me when we were outside the mansion in the yard.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Actually, that's double twos. Followed by an 8. So
Okay, so
12.
Oh, okay. So, why did your brother send him to laugh dress then?
Apparently he was there to protect me, but he did so by making it so I couldn't actually fight anyone, and all I do is fight. So I broke out of his protection, and then I blacked out in a rage.
I'm still processing this. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yep, it's gonna take a little longer.
All right, yeah. In my defense, I blacked out in the rage, and I don't even think I was the one who actually killed him.
no response.
You're being a little bit of a dick.
No response.
Blue, do you know who killed his brother? Or his brother's friend? The tin can?
Who is this tin can?
I don't know. Do you know the name?
White Knights.
White Knights?
There's magic involved. That's
Which
all I know.
means.
That somebody
Okay.
involved that killed him
Uh-huh.
used magic.
Okay, somebody used magic to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna snap his neck, but I think. I don't know.
Okay.
It's one of the ways that I usually, I have in the past killed people. Either that or I just bludgeon them until they're dead. I just remember, kind of. It's really, it's like a I don't know if I can describe this. It's like I'm only ever kind of in and out when it's happening. Like from a visual aspect.
Does this
But in my
SUV
case,
have
there's
music?
No. You guys are writing in
in my
silence.
case, there's not really a visual aspect anymore. So it's just kind of I get a rush of kind
Wait,
of the,
my glasses have an entertainment center on it. Go on.
Yeah.
I just put on music.
Okay.
Could he hear what I'm listening to?
Who, him?
Yeah.
No.
I put it all the way up then.
Okay.
You asked.
Go on.
I don't know that he's listening to music at all.
High or low?
Hi,
Okay, roll perception roll for me.
17.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can also hear his head moving up and down in rhythm with it.
Punch him in the face again.
You lied to me.
I mean, as far as you know, he couldn't hear it. You know?
That's terrible. Go on.
I start telling Bill
Boots and pants.
all of the other things that I was gonna do that were really nice for him, but he
Okay.
hears none of it.
I'm sorry. Now we kind of need to hear.
All of those
All
nice
Well,
those
no, because I'm
things that
just
you're going to
mouthing
do.
them.
I know, but I think we still have to hear all those things you would.
I'm just mouthing them.
I know.
He's
but
not
I think we have
vocalizing
to-
them.
I think we
No.
have to hear all those nice things.
Can my glasses read lips?
Not that you know of.
Dang, I was gonna put on subtitles.
You do know they can record, though.
I'll just do that. I'll just record. That's terrible.
Later point in time.
Just imagine Andrew
You're
Andrews
just
like
really
looking
big.
at us, just like.
In a rearview mirror, it's like, oh, jeez.
I like how you decide to turn your music all the way up and then just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna record this for later so I can just see what he's talking about
Just
later.
in case,
Just
you
in
know.
case.
Just in
In
case
case
there's
it's
something I
important.
need to know.
Yeah, as far as you know, I'm still telling you about
when
what
I'm
happened.
bored, maybe I can get caught up. Okay, so you guys get back to the manor. You guys get done healing. Sorry to jump back to them. I just forgot that there was someone that was going to yell at him. Okay, so what do you two do?
So I got you your Diet Coke, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Are there any taxis?
Yeah, I'm sure there's taxis in downtown LA. Because by the time that's done, all of the cordons would be removed. Cars would be driving through.
Are we still wearing our regular clothes underneath these
No.
superhero outfits?
I believe the answer is no.
All right.
Taxi.
Every taxi comes.
Hi.
Like 3 cars pull up.
I'm getting
They
into
get
the
out,
first
start taking
one.
pictures of you guys with their cell phones.
I'll get into the first taxi. Come on.
All right.
Where are you going?
Knight's Mansion.
Hey, can I take a selfie with you guys?
How about you drive,
Sure.
please?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, sure. Knight's Mansion. You say, okay, yeah, sure. He just takes off. He
I
starts
thought he was asking while he was driving. So. That's why I said, how about you drive?
starts the meter, starts driving, kind of slow. Takes the semi-scenic route.
So,
That was fun.
So, preacher, I just wanted to let you know that there is something important, but I don't think necessarily it's a good idea for everyone in the group to know. So I just wanted
so
to get,
don't say it
I'm not saying
inside the
it.
taxi.
I'm not saying it, but I want to get your input as to whether you think I'm right or wrong. That's all. I don't necessarily want to say anything because technically I don't even want to inform you about it. I'm just asking your opinion on whether or not you think something as important as this,
Mic on?
No.
as important as this, should be told to other people who do not know of it.
So what type of secret is it? Are you gay or something? and you
No,
want
it's
it to come out?
it's a pretty big secret. It's not related to me whatsoever.
And why is it a secret?
Because if the secret were to be found out, it could be dangerous. Think of it like a secret identity.
You're saying this in a cab?
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm not saying I'm not giving you specifics. So
And he's probably talking a little bit quieter, not projecting it.
Oh, you
Still
know
a cab, I get
what?
what you're saying.
If you think it's dangerous for the people to know it, then I don't want to know it.
hey, Shadow Fox. I'm doing another microphone, by the way.
No response.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, I figured you would hear that on the no.
He's turned up his music all the way.
Yeah, but it's on that
All
as well.
the way.
Well, I mean, I assume that you can probably hear what I'm listening to, and just like as soon as you like.
Can I hear what he's listening to?
Yeah.
Hey now, you're nasty. It's a gay one.
Yeah, you're like, you say, oh,
No,
wow.
I'm gonna be going.
I turned down my music. I'm so sorry about all that. Hold on. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, you could hear me. Okay. I like that music you're playing.
It's by this vintage band called Smash Mouth.
Oh yes.
Smash your mouth.
Oh yes, that band that nobody's ever heard of before.
It's very indie.
Very indie. I like it. I don't think I've ever
I
listened
like
to
it.
I don't think I've ever listened to it before. But anyways, it is a no-go, bad idea on sharing what you and I know
Why?
because it endangers
Roll.
people.
That is 16.
Yeah, you can hear both sides of the conversation.
It endangers people. Don't do it. Well, I mean, I'm not even doing a secret thing.
Oh, you're doing
Yeah,
it
I'm
over
doing
the
the whole thing.
Okay,
But I'm just like,
So Darkbolt hears
so
too.
Darkbolt can hear this too.
yes.
Okay.
But literally, nothing being said about it.
Yeah.
Dangerous
Why? What do you
thing.
know that's secret and dangerous?
I'm not telling you.
Well, now being
Are you
reminded.
talking about something about dangerous? That's from
Sure.
Darkbolt.
Yeah, being reminded that some people know other people. I think I understand where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who knows who?
No response.
Put the music back up.
Pulling good job. No response.
I just figure it's nicer to say no response than just sitting there looking at people while they're waiting for one.
See, Sandbag, we took a cab because, well, quite honestly, if it took an Uber, we'd have to provide credit card information.
I understand.
So,
Do you have cash on you?
yeah, I do.
Okay. Because I don't think I do. Wait, you have pockets on that thing? On that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
side of
he's,
the
he's wearing a
suit?
trench coat over
Yeah.
top of it.
Yeah. So, driver, what's your name? You
My
have
name
to-
is. Sorry, he wouldn't have paused. My name's Aaron.
Oh, hey, Aaron. Thank you very much. It's been a very long evening for us.
Yeah. So how was the press conference?
Oh, it was a total disaster. We got attacked. People died. I tried to save as many people as possible. We drove off Belial. But, yeah. What a mess.
Yeah, I was listening to it on a radio coverage. So you know,
Well,
it's
hey,
pretty interesting.
I'm glad you were available to take us home because I'm tired.
You look beat. You know, you guys are standing there. It looks like everyone left you behind. The least we can do, you know, for our newest set of superheroes.
Yeah. Well, anyways, you're a gentleman. Thank you very much for taking us.
Yes, sir.
Oh, by the way, hold on a second. Hey, Doc Bolt, we're coming in with a cab.
Okay, just have
So
drop you off at the gate. I'll have Timothy in a golf cart
Okay, so
waiting for you.
so
Golf cart? You have golf carts over there?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get me one of those.
so Ann, just to the front gate. Security, you know that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not the first time I've picked up a superhero.
Oh, who'd you
Okay,
pick up?
It is. I picked up like cosplayers, but you know,
Oh.
I mean, this is kind of a big thing. That's why I wanted the picture. Thanks.
Well, hey, you know what? You've been an excellent driver. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah. So the reason we're going this route instead of the more direct one is traffic. You know, this way there's less traffic. Don't worry about that though.
Makes sense.
Fine.
I appreciate your candor.
You know, anything I can do to help our newest superheroes out.
Tell
Thank
you
very
what.
much.
Can we have one little side trip
Where are you going?
in and out?
I think I can arrange that. In fact,
Awesome.
it's on me.
Well, I appreciate that, sir.
All right.
I'll have a
And
double
he
double.
reaches over and turns off the meter
Uh
as he drives you guys in and out.
huh.
I'll have a double double, 2 shakes, 2 fries, animal style cheeseburger. No. I'm kidding with you. Just give me a
4 fries, 4 cheeseburgers.
just give me a
An 8x8 animal style. Oh,
no, just give me a burger.
okay.
Not even a cheeseburger.
So he
just
takes you
a
guys
burger.
in and out, gets you guys' food, and then drives you back.
All
Turns
right.
on the meter after he gets back on the road to start driving you guys back.
I appreciate that,
Thank
sir.
you much.
You get there, he charges you. I don't know how much it is. He charges you
$300.
like $1,000.
That's fine. Part of the gaming system tells
Yep.
you how much money you have on hand at any given time, and I have $3,000.
So
no,
do I.
$1,500.
Okay, yeah. So you got more than enough to cover the cab ride. Okay, so you guys get back. What were you guys doing for probably like the 20 minutes it took them to get back?
I would have asked Timothy if it was possible for me to get a set of non-super clothes.
What sort of clothes, sir?
Well, replacements for the ones that I had to incinerate.
Ah, yes, sir. There are some already in your closet.
Oh, is there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, thank you. Has Roshin come back from her,
Yes, sir. She's perfectly clean in her cage,
and no longer black?
which has been steam cleaned as well.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
So I would go and change into those.
Okay.
Hang up my super suit somewhere.
On a hanger in the closet. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would see about going back into town because I now have a tattoo I need to get.
Okay.
I don't have much money. Well, I got 10,000 in savings.
Yeah, you got some cash.
Yeah, because my savings is cash.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we'll dig through that bag and take out probably. No, take out a couple hundred.
Yeah, make sure you mark it off. Since you don't have any
Yeah, well, I don't know how much it's going to
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
cost.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be getting a white rose added to.
Okay, I'll let you know how much it costs.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Bill, what are you doing?
I go in and well, I guess I don't really have to change. You know.
Your
Yeah.
changes. Yeah.
So I go in to just take a shower.
Okay. You guys get back. As you're getting back, you'd see Jack in the. Timothy would ask you. I'm assuming you'd ask Timothy how to get to town.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
And I drop off my armor with Darkbolt to get that fixed.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay, yeah, I'll get right on that.
So do we come in and then he takes a taxi out?
Yeah, basically. So you'd say
The same
Timothy,
taxi.
how do I get to
Taxi.
town or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, so there seems to be a taxi arriving soon, so maybe you can take that one.
Is it good for him to see my secret identity?
Well, so you could walk down the street before it gets here and just put your arm up. That way he wouldn't know that you're from here. So.
Right. Which direction is the nearest regular housing?
You're living amongst mansions. There are no regular housing in this area. I could arrange to drive you into town if that's what you wish.
Would that be asking too much?
My role here, sir, is to make sure that you are comfortable. I can't pay for things for you, but I can drive you.
Yeah. Just drop me off in downtown somewhere.
Very well, sir.
I'll figure it out from there.
Any particular place?
No, I'll figure it out. I've got
Purpose you're going to town for, sir?
I'm getting a tattoo.
Ah.
But I don't know what's good, so we're gonna be talking around and.
Well, I can take you to the tattoo parlor Lone Wolf or two on occasion.
Are they good?
He seemed to speak rather highly of them, sir. And he was always getting them after a major incident.
What's the name?
It is. It is Timber and Tats.
I'm gonna ask some of the locals and see what they say. If it comes up, then yeah, I'll go there. But just, I guess, drop me off in the kind of that vicinity. I'm sure there's plenty of places here in LA.
Very well, sir.
I might need to get a good drink.
Very well, sir. So as you guys are driving up in the cab, you actually would see Timothy waiting for you in a golf cart, as well as a
Carly.
limo driving past you with Timothy driving it on the way up.
Does the driver see that?
No.
Okay.
He pulls up, stops. He's getting out of the cab to open the door for you. As Timothy drives past, he doesn't seem to notice. He's looking at you guys.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron.
Yeah, appreciate the ride.
It was my pleasure. You guys are heroes. Keep doing the good fight and doing the good work.
Do you have a piece of paper maybe by chance? Just a
Uh,
quick question.
Yeah.
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 A pen as well?
Yeah, of course.
All right. I'm going to sign Sandbag in like terrible handwriting, but Sandbag.
Oh, this is awesome. This is so great. My son's going to love this.
Awesome. I appreciate it. All right. Well, you have a good day, sir. Thank you very much for your help and your candor as well. And hopefully we might see you again soon.
Yep. Take care. And he gets in the car and drives off. Right behind the limo. Oh.
Following it where it goes.
Ooh, maybe this guy needs a ride.
Eventually.
Timothy's waiting for you in the golf cart as you guys come walking up.
Oh, hi, Timothy.
Hello, sir. He hands you a glass as you come walking up. Here you go, sir, for your ride back. It's a glass of brandy.
Oh, thank you very much.
And he hands you a piss saucer.
Well, thank you, Timothy. As I said, you're my best friend, sir.
Of course, sir. As he turns the golf cart around and starts driving.
Quick question for you though.
Yes, sir.
Who was in the car?
That was Jack, sir. Master Jack.
And why is he leaving
He needs to get a tattoo.
right now?
Yes, sir. Seemed rather urgent.
Driving from the mansion,
Yes, sir.
followed by a taxi.
Well, son, I'm certain that the taxi isn't going to follow him all the way to the tattoo parlor.
Well, he already knew who we were.
You have
So-
very little faith about my driving skills, sir.
Perhaps. I don't think I've really seen you try to evade people, but
In a limo.
at the same time, the limo is pretty identifiable.
yes,
have,
sir.
It does have knights on the back.
No, sir. It does not. It says rooks.
Okay, it has rooks on the back, which is even worse. And then it's a limo.
It's quite all right, sir. I have many years of experience of keeping secret identities secret while driving very conspicuous cars, sir.
All right, I trust your judgment. Hopefully it's correct.
So,
Need not worry.
So I'm not worried.
Timothy,
Yes, sir.
the Knights. Who did they have running public relations for them?
Currently, sir?
No, who did they have?
That was Mistress Thrill's jobs, sir.
Oh, so there was no outside company. It was all internal.
Correct, sir.
I'm sorry, could you
Did
repeat
she
that?
do a good job?
Yes, Mistress Thrill did a great job, sir.
Wait, I
That
thought
was
it was
what I was
Mistress
thinking.
Thrill Jobs.
No.
Thrill's job.
Oh,
Mistress
Thrill's
Thrill's
job.
job.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, let's see.
Excuse me.
What do you think of Bill Sender doing a public relations so far?
He seems to be doing a bang-up job, sir.
Okay. That's your honest opinion.
Smashing.
Are you just being complimentary?
Well, sir, how do I put this? Mistress Thrill had a way with people's emotions that Master Sender does not seem to have.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Sounds like something that you can do, right?
You know what?
She would use her abilities to the best of their needs, sir.
Now, even though she might be able to use abilities like that, was she actually a good public speaker? Like, did she say good things?
they
Or was
had-
it just good emotions?
They had 3 movies and their own merchandising line, sir.
Right. But if someone were to somehow not be persuaded by her abilities,
I have
The
yet
things
to
she
see
said.
someone not
The th-
persuaded by
still,
Thrill.
the things she said, were they actually like skillful communication?
From what I could tell, sir, yes.
Gotcha.
Amazing communication, sir.
All right.
I've never seen someone from this side of the pond with her eloquence.
I want to
All
touch on
right.
that, Timothy.
Well, as soon as we
Wrong pipe.
Oh, it's okay. I get some
Sorry.
napkins right over here. Or over here too. Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry
He
about that.
get you?
Yep.
It hit me too.
Sorry about that.
just got my character sheet.
And my brand new
Wait, wait, wait. I get to watch it. Here it goes.
Did it miss nicely. Sorry about that, guys. I took a swig and it hit the back of the throat wrong, and yeah.
It waited too. There's like 2 seconds of delay between when you take the sip and when it explodes.
Well, I was fighting it actually. I felt it hit, and I'm like, no, maybe I cannot let it happen. Trying to get it under control, and I failed.
I think it's worse. It just hit like all over my lips.
You know you like the taste.
You know what?
Of John's drink.
This is like one of those.
This
those
is a valuable
internet
lesson.
things.
Now, if this goes viral, it'll be amazing. I doubt it will, though.
Unfortunately, it was you. It wasn't you laughing and spitting out your
Yes,
drink.
no.
It was just
Spitting out your
drinking.
Yeah, it was
So-
just drinking. I borrowed Trevor's problem, I think. Oh,
It's a problem I have.
Yeah.
So, John,
evidently I do have a drinking problem.
as soon as we get back, I'm gonna start looking at all the news feeds and see if there's any damage control that needs to be done.
Okay, high or low?
Ha.
Overall, they're decent. There is some armchair criticisms and coaching going on from some of the bloggers out there, some YouTube videos breaking down of, and look, these heroes are doing nothing, but Iron Man, the guy dressed up as cosplay, catches a guy, and but at the end of the day, most of them are positive.
Oh.
The actual news crews didn't have negative things to say about the press conference or about how you guys conducted things. In fact, most of the news reporters were like, they reacted amazingly fast and they did their best to thwart Belial's attempts at killing people and followed up with all sorts of talk about how dedicated they were to stopping the fire and trying to help the injured. And
Oh, good.
Find a lost dog.
one of the heroes even took their time to find a missing seeing eye dog. It was amazing, very touching and heartwarming.
I mean,
That was covered in the stop the attack.
Yeah, that
Come
was
on.
covered in the Stop the Attack.
All right.
Strong.
I am strong.
Yeah, some of the comments are of, and at least one of the heroes, we know that he's telling the truth. He said he was strong and he threw 2 people into the air. There are bits and pieces that are covered like that.
All right. So,
And just like with everything, there are some people like, what kind of heroes are these? They blew someone's head off, but
Same guy who threw someone 200 feet in the air.
so it's
No, he's the
there
one
is
who
some
blew
back and
somebody's
forth.
head
There
off.
is
I also
probably a
blew some-
little
I shot
bit
someone's
of
face.
tweaking you can do on the story, but as far as everything else goes, it's overall positive.
Considering there was only one video source.
Well, and then a ton of people with their cell phones.
Yeah.
so Joan, I'm
But
gonna go
no
down
video
to
of me
Mr.
going.
Yeah, there was absolutely no video of him straightening
Which
Darkbold's
is a
neck.
good thing.
I'm going to go see Mr. Andrews.
Okay.
I was like, so, Mr. Andrews, I guess we survived our press conference.
Yeah.
Didn't go the way I was expecting, but, hey, press seems to be overall positive.
Yeah, I think you lucked out on that one.
How's this gonna be written up?
I think we need to meet up with everybody and do a debriefing. I think I'd be nice enough to do that for you.
Alright, well, hey, as soon as Jack's back from getting his tattoo,
Yeah, so you got one of those, huh?
apparently.
Has to make a physical record of every battle that he's been in or some stupid thing like
It's
that.
gonna eventually run out of skin.
Yeah, that's what they said about Lone Wolf. Bastard never seemed to run out of skin, though. Okay, yeah, so...
Wait, are we in the mansion right now?
Yeah,
And where were you doing that at?
he went
Well,
to
All,
Andrews' room.
all the conversation, looking all that up. Where were you doing that?
He did that in his room, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was watching the videos on all the TV monitors.
I'm gonna be gone for several hours.
I know.
Yep.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him.
I'm in the shower. I'm going to be there for several hours.
Yeah, like
Well,
he's got plenty of time
And
to
you're
look
drinking,
things up
you know,
and then
piss
go
water.
and
Well, I'm
have
doing
it.
the one I can.
Gonna
I'm
be
actually gonna
doing
go.
that for several hours. Oh.
I'm gonna go over to Darkbolt. Is he in the lab by chance? Okay. I'm just gonna go over to him and. So, how
Yeah.
does it feel getting your neck unsnapped?
What do you mean?
So your neck was snapped.
Yeah.
How does it feel getting it unsnapped? Do you feel it when it happens? Is it?
No, thankfully I was unconscious for it. I had a little bit of a pain in my neck, so I popped it when I woke up, but,
Do you usually stay unconscious when you're reviving? I guess.
It depends
Huh.
on what's happening when I'm reviving. Like this one time, I jumped off of a diving board before I knew I was cursed to live forever, and I hit the water, and it knocked me out. But I was the only one there. There was no lifeguard. I woke up underwater, and breathing the water, which evidently does not do wonders for living. That hurt a little bit, but eventually I woke up because someone found me under the water. But
Now, when you say diving board, are you meaning like an Olympic pool, or are you meaning like a house pool diving board?
well, it was a public swimming pool, and I was drunk,
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some of those. Some of those do have the.
and I went off sideways, and I hit the back of my head on the board.
Okay.
But it was at night, like I snuck in, wasn't supposed to be
But
there.
that still doesn't really answer the question. Was it more like a
Like a
regular diving board?
yeah, like a
house
10-footer.
one? I'm just curious if he's jumping off a diving board going into a house pool, because you know how those diving boards are.
There was a public pool.
It was a public pool.
Still, it could be like one of those.
How many public pools do you know that have Olympic height diving boards?
Well, I mean, like ones that actually have tiers. Yeah, some of them do.
Yeah, there are some public pools.
Like
that do
Johansson
have
is a technically public pool that does have that,
I don't know where that is or what you're talking about.
as well as Bayer. Bayer has one too, I think.
So yeah, I mean, it just really depends. It's more like I'm aware of my surroundings, the conditions that I wake up in, and if I'm not in a good place, and I feel that at that point.
Have you and your dad ever died simultaneously, like at the same time with each other, kind of thing? Like maybe
No,
exposure?
my dad doesn't like the idea that I want to be a superhero. He says it's stupid and that I should look for a real job. But I want to make a difference,
Well, you
just like
honestly
my dad.
You honestly seem like you do, and you are a part of our crew, so we do greatly appreciate that too. Have you ever, like, if you were to do it, what would you do? Like, if you were to go into actual, like, getting a job instead of doing a superhero work?
I can't think of any job I'd rather have other than saving the world. I mean, that's... Come on. It doesn't get any better than that.
I get you. I don't know. I feel like if I were your dad, I can understand where he's coming from. Only
Must
because,
suck
like,
to get old.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but I'm just meaning in regards to,
Yeah. Parents
You
looking
are
out for
his
their
son.
kids, and yeah.
and he is a superhero and understands the dangers that come with it. I mean, sure, you do too, but
Yeah, but I can't die.
yeah, neither can he.
Exactly my point. That's why I know he's out there somewhere.
I get you.
So I'm not going to quit looking, even though there was that stupid video that they made me watch of plasma destroying the thing.
Once again, we are in the lab, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, complete trajectory off of what we were just talking about. And weird question. Do you mind double checking something?
No.
Could you just double check the status of the Maynards out in Georgia by chance? 'Cause
Yeah, I can.
we'd left them, and it was just the daughter that's alive right now, but
No, the son.
no, in Georgia.
You don't know?
In Georgia.
Oh, in the Georgia Maynards.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was thinking Alabama.
But yeah, just the daughter in Georgia, just to see how she's doing and just kind of follow up and check on that.
Yeah. Is there anything special I should know about that? I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Well, Maynards were a family in Georgia that were targeted by Belial. So the mom was actually killed, murdered on the behest of her cousin, who lived in Slocum, Alabama, where I'm from.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently,
That's
they
harsh.
actually lived in Slocum and then moved to Georgia and were still targeted then, because the hit was, I think, tried to be done in Slocum, but ended up being done in Georgia. And it happened weirdly. It was he was murdering one family, and that family was in an apartment, but that apartment was literally across the hall from the Maynards. And it was a silhouette, I believe. But anyways, he was murdering this family, shot a bullet that just seemed to be kind of random, went through one wall, went through another wall, and killed her.
I think they were adjoining.
Wow.
That
Two
was
birds.
across the hall, I think.
Two birds, one stone sort of scenario, huh?
Yeah.
You think maybe that's what it was? Is that he was killing
Actually,
one for pay and one for pleasure?
maybe. But I was actually just simply ask right now too, because I don't think we ever established this. Could you also possibly double check to see what that family that was murdered, see what their names were and what their connection to
Yeah, I
Belial
can
might be?
try to look that up. I mean,
appreciate it.
I got some backdoors to the system, so I'll see what I can do.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. Well, have a good day, Chris.
Yeah, have a good one.
Is he working on my armor?
Have a good one, Jonah.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, you see him working on it. As you're walking, he's like, drop your armor off so I can fix it.
Oh, you don't want to just make me a new one?
No, it'd be easier to fix your existing.
Is there actually much left of this?
Oh yeah, I just have to replace a few plates and fix the wiring. It's fine. I mean,
Alright.
the voice changer thing works, so you're fine.
Very true. So
I'd be
take that
worried
off.
if that thing wasn't working.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, am I completely naked in front of him, or am I actually wearing clothes?
I believe what you said in
I know I
when you
changed-
put it on, you took your clothes off and put the suit on.
Right.
So no, you're completely naked.
Nice.
I didn't have
Nice.
clothes. So.
He's like, yeah, there's a robe over there if you need it. I mean, you
You're in
don't
the
need-
house.
No, you're in the house. Okay.
It's just a bunch of guys
Yeah.
being dudes.
Everybody's already seen it. We're good.
Okay.
Because I literally changed in
the
kitchen
dining room.
around everyone
I did.
else.
Yeah. Okay, so the time passes. You get done with your tattoo.
How much does it cost me?
I will look that up and tell you next session. Just so you can mark off the right amount.
Yeah.
You do find a place. We'll figure out what that one is between now and then. Doesn't matter.
Probably do some drinking.
Do some drinking. You come back to the base, the manor. Timothy would pick you up. That way you don't have to worry about taking a cab to the Knight's Mansion and your secret identity. You get back. Timothy would let you know that, excuse me, sir, I believe everyone is here that is left.
Well, hey everybody. Mr. Andrews wants to do a good old-fashioned debriefing. So, hey, let's meet up in the study.
Right. Study. Yeah.
Wait, there's a study?
There is.
I thought there was just a kitchen, lab, test chambers, and bed. Oh, and the interview room, too. Forgot about that.
That's a mansion, and of course there's a study.
Oh, okay.
20 drinks in, I have a 11. How am I holding up?
You're not staggering too bad, but you're feeling good. Feeling really good.
Yeah, sure thing. Study.
So, yeah, this is why we probably shouldn't have a wake. Or go to a wake, I mean. Because,
Well,
yeah, that's what. You get drunk, man. Not good. Not good for the public eye.
So we're doing the
Fuck you.
debriefing right now?
Yep.
Or we're
Oh,
going to wait
unless you
until
guys-
next evening?
Okay.
you get drunk all the time and nobody says anything about it.
Yeah, but not when we're.
Andrew
drink
Andrews is
superheroes.
more than willing.
Yeah, I'm not
At
being a
this point.
superhero right
Huh?
now.
I mean,
Andrew
that
Andrews
was-
is more than willing, so as you guys meet in the study, he's sitting there. He's like, welcome to our after action review.
Mm-hmm.
Have a seat. Questions. What are you guys going to do about indoctrinating new people, how to find them to replace your losses?
Auditions?
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
How's that a
because
terrible idea?
we don't know who would be superheroes and who'd just be trying to be like a fans trying to join in.
That's the point of auditions.
Right, but there's no safe way to test someone's superpowers, really. If they don't have superpowers and they say they do,
Then you make them demonstrate.
right. But what if they say they can jump from tall buildings and then die immediately upon impact?
Then you have them jump really high. Because jumping from a tall building, anybody
And
can
surviving
fall.
is what I'm getting at. I can jump from a tall building and survive. I did that with Bill earlier.
There's other ways to demonstrate that. In your
So,
case,
Mr. Andrews, is there a referral service you're suggesting?
Not at all. This was one of the curious points that I needed to ask.
Well, how do
because,
you recruit?
we do the legwork. We investigate strange reportings, strange sightings, random videos of people that can do amazing things. We follow them for months, if not years, and then we recruit them after that.
Well, unfortunately, if we don't have the means of being able to stay in this mansion and being able to do that kind of research,
That's what I'm asking.
I know. I'm getting at what I'm getting at is if we don't have that means, it'd be extremely hard for us to try to find people who do those kinds of things, as well as research on them.
I'm just thinking there was 5 of you to start, 6 of you to start, and there's 5 of you left.
Well, yeah. at
You
the
lost
moment.
a 1/6 of your team.
I'm gonna go ahead and while you guys are talking, I'm just gonna Google on my glasses. I'm gonna just try to type in LA amateur superheroes, but I put like relevant post as of 2 months ago.
Actually, I just thought up a brilliant idea. FBI. We can try to get them to help.
And replace our.
Teammates. I'm sure they're aware of who we are. Right?
Okay. Sure.
In
So
regards
most
to
of the
us being
posts
the
you
rooks.
get are involving real life superheroes or the RLSH movement and what is the real world today, which is a bunch of people pretending to be superheroes, helping out any way they can.
I'm gonna keep going through, see if I can find anybody who like there's like local people that like are wanting to fight crime or that are fighting crime, like not like the way we fight crime where we're trying to like put on a poker face, but people that are it's like sightings of so and so.
So one of them is the masked water carrier, and he literally is a guy wearing a costume mask that drags a Red Ryder wagon full of water, and he randomly hands it out to people.
Save that for later. I'm just gonna keep looking.
Okay. Just so you know, that's like the first one you see.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna go.
we could try to recruit Belial.
But no, what I'm getting at is like we can honestly use Agent Windmill, whatever his name is, to help us out to recruit. I mean, I'm sure he'd be willing. He's got plenty of people that he's worked with in the past, so I'm sure he knows of other people as well and can help us do that research, should we need it.
What if we tried to convert Belial?
Like your brother?
Well, I don't think that's going to be a good option, but,
Why not?
a hunch.
We want to recruit Belial to stop Belial.
Well, I mean, really, our goal is to find your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would Belial help us with that?
I'm sure they want him found.
I'm sure they do
So
too.
they can
but-
kill him.
Look, I'm just saying, we start with a small step, like, help us find him, and then we work on changing who they are to be good people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a no-go for them because we've tried to kill them. They've tried to kill
They
us.
started it.
Once again, we've tried to kill them.
Andrew
They've tried to kill
speaks
us.
You've successfully killed one of them, and they successfully killed one of you.
So we're even.
Just saying. Next question.
We've not necessarily been trying to, though, just saying.
Anything in particular that you guys may have noticed, or any assumptions about why the hell they attacked you guys?
Because they wanted to have fun and see how good we were.
I don't know.
That's what I was told.
I was imprisoned. You were imprisoned, but everyone else was not.
They have been chasing us for a while, or we've been chasing them, and we make a public appearance. It's not really hard to
Sounds
hide us.
like they actually treat us seriously.
It
Or,
is
or semi-seriously, otherwise they just ignore us.
It is a little odd, though, because back when we were around the more eastern states, it seemed every time we were like encountering Belial, they were specifically targeting Bill Sender. Don't know why that was, but it seemed that was the case. Like there was literally a guy who was trying to hunt him down, and then when we were in the forest of Slocum, Alabama, we were where I was carrying him on my back and they were trying to shoot him specifically. I was literally running from them. The rest of them were all trying to fight these guys while I was trying to save Bill.
I wasn't trying to fight him, I did.
Once again, let me finish. Trying to fight them while I was trying to save Bill, but they were still targeting Bill and not trying to fight the rest of them.
So yeah, Bill, what's up with that?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself.
Need me to rattle your brain a little?
But then more recently, we had Cynthia be targeted, as well as myself get targeted, while at the thing with him targeted too. White Knights were trying to encase us. Not entirely too sure why that is, but I'm guessing.
They were trying to protect me, but I didn't need protection, and because I was being held from the fight, I broke out. Are you okay?
Lost my balance.
No dying.
On a chair.
Okay, so
Okay, Quasi, you're next to have a weird thing happen to you. I'm just saying. I start choking on my drink. He loses his balance on a chair. You're next.
Sitting still!
I leaned over because Victoria just texted me, and I started to lose my balance, and I tried to
Catch
get my
yourself.
hand out, but my hand stuck in my jacket. So
Okay.
But yeah, so if that's the case, and they wanted to protect you, what about me?
Oh,
Is
they
that in
probably
case-
just wanted to get you out of the fight.
So how are you guys trying to find out what their plans are? Are you working on it or are you just reacting?
Well...
Well,
Are we speaking honestly here? I don't remember.
yeah, we're speaking honestly.
I'm pretty sure it's best to speak honestly, sir.
Well,
So I actually do have Darkbolt searching right now on something that happened with one of our very first encounters with them, which
Yep.
was they targeted the
Dark
Maynards.
One's like, yep, checking on that.
Yeah,
Well-
they targeted the Maynards.
We had a predictive model,
We also do have from the FBI
ooh, I predicted that model.
the pattern
the
of
skull.
the pattern of their attacks, the predictive model, which is attacks that have happened and I believe attacks that will happen. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it is a plan of theirs. We're not entirely too sure exactly why that is. However, every time we've also encountered them in regards to major cities. So
Do we still have that picture?
of
Mm-hmm.
of what?
Of the skull over the map.
Yeah, we do.
Can I see it real quick?
No, you can't
Why not?
because you're blind.
You know what I mean. With my hands. Can I see it with my hands?
So Atlanta, Georgia was one of the first spots that we that was the first spot that we started off in. And that was hit by Belial. Like someone got murdered, their family got murdered by Silhouette. And then in Slocum, Alabama, we ended up finding out that so while that family got murdered, there was also another family living across the hall, a mom and her daughter. Silhouette, while murdering this family, literally shot a bullet from into one wall. That bullet passed through that wall into another wall, and then passed through that wall into the mom and killed her. That mom was a Maynard, and she was actually originally from Slocum, Alabama.
Don't give me the shitty map.
Now her cousin, I believe it was.
You don't have that map.
Her cousin was another Maynard, but he actually paid Belial. Or sorry, was it he paid Belial or something else that happened with that? Because I know he got insurance money, life insurance policy taken out of her, but I don't remember. Do you remember what the cause was?
There was yeah, he dropped off money for Belial to get Silhouette to hit her.
Okay, so I guess the
Seattle-
reason I'm asking these questions.
Hang on, real quick. Where was as I'm putting my hand
Okay,
over this, where was your complicated targeted?
Oh, Seattle.
Now, John, on this rendition of the map,
Yes.
Seattle is inside one of the crossbones.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
So it shouldn't have been there.
No,
Theoretically.
He said it's accurate.
That's
No.
correct. Correct.
Theoretically, it shouldn't have been a target.
Correct.
LA, on the other hand, is along an arm of one of the crossbones,
Yes.
/ the teeth.
Yep.
Cool. Your lady friend, whatever she is to you, seems like a one-off opportunity, not a part of the grand scheme of things. However, LA definitely is.
Keep in mind, she was also targeted by DC, which means that it was not Belial itself, but rather
Right.
Belial hiring out someone.
Right,
to-
but it's not associated with this this map that they're drawn. However, LA does fall along those lines
Well, no, what I'm getting at is
a lot. So
this is
there's
associated with Belial specifically.
yeah, I know. Can I make any predictions of where the next attack might be?
Do you have investigation skill or detective skill at all? Nope. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Last time I was able to.
Yeah, you can roll. I just need
19.
to know what skills you have so I can
I have martial arts.
parse it together.
Yeah, martial artist.
Okay, yeah.
But 19.
Um,
I was able to do this last time.
yeah, last time you were looking for next targets within certain parameters. This is
Well, theoretically, the edges should already be done.
yeah. So anywhere that there's, based on the information I had last time, anywhere where there's any filling in to do
Yeah.
is going to be a target. As far as what the next one is, you don't know at this point.
Even with a 19,
Even with a
I
19.
can't determine where
Yeah.
the next one might be.
Because what you don't have is where the last attacks were, other than here in LA.
Yeah.
So maybe LA is going to be the next target. I mean, that'd be the best thing you could assume. While you're coming up with that, Andrew goes, so I guess the main reason that I wanted to talk to you guys is I've got some recommendations.
Okay.
You guys need to ask yourselves if there's any recent trends that you see in their attacks. And also, I would recommend you guys poring over the files that you may or may not have on Belial to familiarize yourself with the people that are in it and what they do. For example, I believe one of the people that attacked you guys, the lady in charge, is one of their distraction experts.
Are you talking about today? The ones we talked to?
Yes. I believe she's a diversionary expert that they employ to misdirect people's attention. You guys might not have known that, so I thought I'd share. And
How is that relevant, though, if they were just trying to
Well,
test
hang
out
on.
her abilities?
because they might not have been trying to test your abilities, they might have been trying to keep you guys busy.
Maybe
Or
there
they
was
did
something
something
in the
else.
city hall that they wanted.
There was actually something that happened before, right? We fought. What was the other guy's name? Human Torch?
Blowtorch?
Blowtorch, that's right. Wait, no, not him.
What?
The one we fought before that. The guy, radiation guy. What was his name?
Necronomicon.
Necromicon. Is there
Which
any
was also
chance,
LA.
like maybe? Do you think maybe they were trying to distract us from something going on over there? Maybe.
Well, I mean, we don't really have an idea of where he went when he exploded.
Right.
Well, we can look at footage and see if there was anything funny that went on in City Hall. Oh wait, there was that guy that went into City Hall for fire extinguishers.
Yeah, he's Spider-Man, helping the crowd out.
Are you trying to tell
Maybe
me?
he was a plant.
Perhaps. Perhaps all of them were plants. Which
Oh.
would be odd because they were killing as well.
Anyways, so next recommendation.
Those are the things. I think you guys overall handled yourselves like a true United Nations team.
Oh, well, that's mighty kind of you.
You focused yourselves on what needs to get done and didn't allow yourselves to get distracted by petty issues or glory moments. And then at the end, you wrapped it up nicely and succinctly and made sure that things were taken care of in a good way.
My brother's not happy. Apparently, he's real upset that the guy who was sent to protect me ended up getting killed.
That's what happens in war.
Yeah, he said that I'm not supposed to talk to him again unless it's to join them.
Wow, some bridges were burnt.
Apparently. It's not even my fault. Kind of my fault, but also not.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to let you guys know. I'd recommend you guys think on this.
But I think we should try to recruit people and try to make them good. rather than just try to go about the killing methods, because I mean that it works, but I mean it's unfortunate. I think if we could make them realize that what they're angry at,
I mean, we don't necessarily need to kill them, but I don't necessarily think trying to recruit them is a good idea.
You know,
look, I'm just saying,
Zach,
yeah.
that's fine and dandy, but if they're trying to kill us, I'm gonna try and kill them right back.
Right. First priority is capture.
No,
First priority is peace.
survival.
Right.
Darkbolt goes, I think we should try to capture, not kill them. I
don't even think we need to capture
I
them.
mean, when I got back and I watched some of the news footage and saw us killing like White Knight, I was horrified. We're heroes. There's
Right.
a line between being a good guy and being what people expect. And I want to be a hero. I want to be a good guy. I want to make everything we do matter. Because we could all wind up like Dustin. Well, you guys could wind up like Dustin.
Well, you know what? That would have more persuasion if you weren't just a glass jaw.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. I'm working on that myself.
It looks to me as if you have a pretty flashy suit that has no bit of protection.
No, because I can't die. Why should I put armor in my suit?
Because you're a glass jaw, and you basically did
makes
your little
sense.
hua thing.
That makes sense. I
and,
should definitely
then
put
they
some...
took you out for the entire fight, and you woke up, and everything was done.
I haven't been a hero before.
Neither have we.
That's a good point. I
Neither
will.
Put some armor in that damn suit.
I will. I think I'll armor my suit. Yeah. Yeah, that's
However-
a great idea. I mean, I armor your guys' suits. I probably should armor my own. That's a great idea.
He and I are in agreement. We should prioritize, in regards to Belial and our fights with them, prioritize capture. Secondary is kill.
I don't even think we should prioritize that.
Your idea of turning them can come after capturing them.
Why do we have to capture them if we can just talk them down out of a fight?
Why don't you?
Well,
why don't you try? Why don't you try doing that when they're about to kill you?
I tried it tonight, and
And
you know what happened?
what?
They fought, and then one of them died.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of us died.
One of us had to.
All right. You know what?
Actually,
Let's
Andrews goes,
turn
think-
in and sleep on
I
it.
think it's time for you guys to think on this. Sleep. Have a meeting tomorrow. Let me know what you guys decide just from my notes.
I do want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, in regards to you checking on us to see anything that we might have in our past, what they might have distracted us from, are you aware of what they have distracted us from and are quizzing us on that?
I would love to be able to share any information I have or may have on them, but I can't.
So, once again, that's not sharing information. That's asking you a question. Is this a quiz? Like you already know what's happened. You don't have to say what it is. Just say yes or no.
What I can say is I really hope you guys can come up with some thoughts before it becomes a United Nations issue. Because it'll reflect better on you if you guys figure it out before the UN steps in and does something. That's all I can say. I really wish I could say more. If you'll excuse me. And he gets up and walks out. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight. So thank you guys for watching. We had a really long night. First time Rafa being back. We wanted to make sure we squeezed as much as we could in. And we will see you guys next week. Before we go, I want to say thank you to Goth Mom. Thank you to Endearing Films. Thank you to Four Eyes Ales. Without the sponsorship, we couldn't really do as much as we do. Without the subscribers and the viewers like you, we wouldn't be able to have as much fun or do what we do either. So thank you again, and watch Fortune Favors the Board on Thursday.
Thursday, 8:30. It's gonna be our first time back this year.
What are you
And
playing?
Probably
Is it Seafall?
Tickets for a Ride. No.
Are you gonna make some terrible joke like we haven't seen you in a whole year
No, because we have.
since last year?
Nah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, and we will
Yeah.
see you guys on Sunday.
Happy New Year, Merry January.